Everybody, hope you're having a good Thursday. It's raining here. Let's start the song.
This is a test of the emergency broadcast system.
You are now witnessing the Eddie.
Oh, by the way, we're on Rumble now.
Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree
should
or
be at least.
disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals.
Oh, wait, I gotta have my
Eddie
chat
Block and
over
drunk
here.
uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 minds for the trolls. Let's roll. Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show.
Says
If you
streaming to
agree or
Rumble.
disagree, let them know. Yo,
Go to Rumble,
drunk
let's
uncle,
see.
drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 miles for the trolls. Let's roll.
Let's see if we're streaming the
Eddie,
Rumble.
Carol, keep 'em in check, along
You're the
with
one calling me a
John
bitch?
and Steve Pence.
That's not it.
Johnny Yuma, he got the right diet. Mr. Nice Guy looking heavy, I might
Weird.
try it. Maddie,
I'll give it a minute or two.
We all know the Lord is coming back for his people. Come get some Jane, yeah, trade for Trump. We all love Willow Pie, Brit got the plug. What's up to Kim Jong? I got to say hello to Julius.
Maybe I did something wrong. What's up, Sneaky Pete?
Got the link go like pronto. Jim Bob's a silly guy. Deborah's head honcho.
Wonder why it's not live on Rumble.
Smith, don't confuse him. Boris might snap off. He's sick of this looting. Richard will pull up and give retribution. So Dawn, break of Dawn and the Susan.
Must be doing something wrong.
Patriot movements. Brianna, the truth. Muse him like bruise him. Danny, honey, saying what's up on the daily now. No, we don't play around. These
Internet
minds just might lay you
slow.
out. If you wild out, Carol will put you in timeout.
Too much going on.
Test the chat and find out if you're Antifa or BLM, you can ride out. Yo, it's the Eddie Block Show.
was that?
Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block
I
Show.
guess, no, it says there's 4
Agree or
people here.
disagree, let 'em know. Yo, drunk uncle, drink more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 mods for the trolls.
Says
Let's
there's
roll.
4.
What's up, Carla, India, Colorado, Nagasaki, Dara, Nicole? We all proud Americans, got rides a Harley. Ill MAGA sheepdog, I never sorry.
Going up and down, that's fine.
Matt Rogers and AI, we all got bread to kill and we stay fly. Ryder and AAL are here. Yo, drunk uncle, slam another beer.
I guess you are the only one.
Josephine, all
Oh, well.
Patriots, yeah, we know the team. Diaz brothers,
What's
keep
up,
your
Brian?
eyes peeled. Biden sucks, yeah, we seen the steal. Lisa D and AJ Alexander, my love and my mini-me, you my man, bro. Penelope, DJT and Sugar and Brownie and Panda and Rooster. Bree and Al
I didn't
from
join
Idaho.
my Discord.
Townsend,
Wonder if
Dog,
Drunk
and
Uncle's here yet.
Rhinos. Everybody in the chat, no shady links. If I write another verse, Corey's paying me.
Let me go here real
Agent
quick.
Marine, Offlet, David Aguilar.
What's
yeah,
up,
we some
Eric?
mega stars. Eden, Daisy, and Kelly.
Let's see what's going on here.
It's time to rally. Yo, it's the Eddie Block
'Cause it
Show.
says I'm on
Drunk
Rumble
Uncle
and it's
the side,
live.
ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree
What,
or
Brownie?
disagree, let them know. Yo, drunk uncle,
Doing
drink
something.
more. We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and
See, it
drunk
says
uncle
I'm
are great
streaming the
hosts, and we
Rumble.
got 50 mods for the trolls. Let's roll. Yo, it's the
try this
Eddie Block
again.
Show. Drunk uncle on the side, ready, let's go. Hey, it's the Eddie Block Show. If you agree or disagree, let them know. Yo,
Oh, it says
drunk uncle,
recording in
drink more.
process.
We got 2 hours to chat like strange animals. Eddie Block and drunk uncle are great hosts, and we got 50 miles for the trolls.
How do I
Let's
click
roll.
on it though? It says I'm live. See if I can go here. It says there's. Well, I'm watching it. This is weird. It says I'm live. I'm live on Rumble. You got the notification? Oh, there we go. I see it now. How do I click on it though? There we go. We got 2 people watching. Okay, we're live over there. Now I gotta keep an eye over here so I can watch the chat so we can see what kind of chat Rumble has going on. Is this screen freaking you guys out?
Keep on watching, keep on listening. Don't pay attention.
Well, there we go. We're live on Rumble. Check it out. Check us out.
2021.
Type in hi.
Trump's coming back,
See if
baby.
it works.
Conservative.
There we go. All right, we're on Rumble now. Hey.
You forgot the one in the chamber!
You're glittery? You're decorating for Christmas? Really? You got glitter on you? Hope, are you working the side job that you all don't want us to know about? Are you? Does Hope have a side job, guys? What do you think? She works at a church by day, and at night she works with stuff where she has to have glittery stuff on her. What do you guys think? You know, these goody girls, they always, you know, when girls are that good, there's always something really, really bad about them, you know? Or dirty, or I don't know what the right word is. Same thing for guys. If there's a guy that's like perfectly clean and he does nothing wrong, it's made up for in another way. It has to be. It has to be, right? Because, you know, the world is like an equal thing, right? Don't you think? Or am I wrong? Could I be wrong? I could always be wrong. Who knows? Who knows? She's a good girl by day, but naughty by night. And now I got naughty by nature in my head. Yeah, everybody throw a thumbs up. Jeez Louise, where the heck is it? Normally Snookies is up in here. She's yelling at everybody already by now. How is everybody? Is it raining where you are? Because it's raining where I am. It's like pouring rain. It's supposed to start snowing here pretty soon. Shoot. I was lazy today. Well, when aren't I lazy? It's the good thing about being retired. Right? You get to be lazy. Without bad, there can't be good. Right, Sneaky Pete? You know? The yin versus the yang. That's why you gotta have the yin, the yang, you know, all that good stuff. Gotta have that stuff. Man, I can't wait to get to my other studio done. Hopefully there's not as much dust. Dust everywhere. I don't know. What does it say? And son of a... Hold on a second, guys. My stepdad has to call. Watch, I'll just leave him on. Hey, David.
The game?
I'm sorry?
Are you watching the game?
No, David, I'm doing my show right now.
Oh, God, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
The reason I'm wondering is because on my TV, it's all blurry.
Is it all blurry?
Never gets square at all.
You know, I think the internet's really slow right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Is that weather?
Yeah, it might be, because it's raining pretty good outside.
Well, it's out there. It's not raining.
What's that?
It's not raining right now.
Yeah, it is.
I just, who do you outside?
I can hear it.
Maybe I didn't step outside. He went out. He turned around and come right back in. Maybe it must be raining.
I can hear it.
Go to your show. Bye.
All right, David, bye. My stepdad. So he you know, he's 87. He played football in college for the Air Force, and so he loves football, right? And now on Thursday Night Football, they got to put it on Amazon fucking Prime, so he's on Amazon Prime, and I think, what's up, Luvias? ¿Qué onda? I'm building a studio right outside here, and so. Like, it took me like 20 minutes to talk him through, because I bought him an Apple TV so he can watch Prime, so he can watch his football. It took me like 20 minutes to get him through it today. And then, you know, now I think I'm using up all the internet, so he might not have a good scene. I don't know. Who knows? Am I clear? Am I clear? So Luvias is over there. See, here's the problem. So Luvias, which is probably Josephine, is over in Rumble. But you guys can't see her chat, and she can't see your chat. You would think, you know, Restream would work with Rumble. Because Restream is what I use, so that way all the chats are put together. That's what you guys see up here. This is what you guys see right here. But the problem, you know, because that has Twitch, that has DLive, and I don't know if Twitter works there. I'm clear there. Thank you, Luvius. So it sucks, because you would think that Restream would do Rumble too, but it doesn't. Maybe it'll come around. But that's why I put the chat on the screen. Now I got to figure out how to put this chat on the screen so you guys can see it too. It is what it is. It is. You know, if everybody just switched over to Rumble, it would be better. I guess, wouldn't it be? Get off of YouTube. And then, you know what YouTube will turn into? It'll turn into a liberal hive, and then also it'll just be people posting shit like how to fix your washing machine. That's what YouTube should be, I think, now. You know, they've taken it the wrong way, I think. They're all, like me, I tell you I'm a conservative show, right? Because I'm a conservative show. Chat sucks on Rumble. Okay, well, I don't know. I never really chat on Rumble. But, like, YouTube should show both sides, and they're not. So they should just go back to what they were originally meant for. You know, videos on how to do shit. I don't know. Who knows? You need to check Rumble out again. Yeah, we're over. Luvius, how do you like it? See? Let me see. I don't know how. See, I've got to be careful because we keep going over our internet every month, and they're going to, what do you call it now? They're going to start throttling me. So I'm trying not to use too much internet. What's slow? Rumble is slow? So I don't know. You had Chick-fil-A for dinner? Uh-oh, Hope. He had your favorite dinner. He had your favorite dinner. Let's see. Well, let's get started with the news. I think I have quite a bit tonight. I know some people, we got some left over from last night. People were upset that all we did was talk last night, I think. But you know what? Who cares? I do this for you, yes, but I do it more for me. The show is all fun and games for me. I don't make money off of it. I do this for the fun that I enjoy. Right? Right. All right, let's see. What's in the news? This is from yesterday. This is all going to be from yesterday, the first couple ones. All right, so EU, which is Europe, warns Musk it may ban Twitter over concerns about content moderation. Why? I'm trying to wait for this commercial to pop up. Why do we have to do this? Why does YouTube have to do this? Right? Olivia said she had a club sandwich. You guys have all this good food and I'm hungry now. Now you got me hungry. And I'm trying to lose weight. Oh, wait. I know what I'm supposed to do. I got to go to this one. There we go. And let me turn this off till Drunk shows up. Why do all these companies think that they have to go and they have to censor us, right? What's real and what's not real, right? How do we do it before? How did you do it before? When somebody told you something and then you found out it was a lie, you didn't believe them as much the next time. Then again, when somebody else said, oh, this is true, then you start believing them more. It's all for us to decide. Who is YouTube to decide for us what we want to believe and what we don't want to believe? What's up, Snookies? Thank you. If we want to get scammed, let us get scammed. It's not, YouTube is not freaking there for us to, or there to be our cops, right? They already police us in a little bit. I mean, you can't watch porn on here, right? For people that want to watch porn, people that want to watch, movies, you can't watch it on here. Why should they, keep halting our speech? The whole reason that we're going downhill is because everybody is just, oh, I gotta trust YouTube now. I gotta trust YouTube now. Pickles are good on, yeah, pickles are good on chicken. Think about this. If they keep deciding for us, then people aren't going to decide on their own anymore. Then who's really going to be deciding elections? Who's really going to be deciding what you want to watch? Not you anymore. If these internet websites and, Facebook and all this stuff are going to continue to decide what's good for you, then what choice do you have in anything anymore? We're losing ourselves. Is that a good way to say it? We're losing our own inhibitions, right? Next thing you know, we're all going to be watching the same shit. And I love watching TV. Pickles are good on anything. Trying to think if there's something they're not good on. I don't know. But what do you guys think? I'm here to hear what you guys think. It's quiet today. Snookies is in trouble. So now, Hope and everybody has to let me know what their names are if they do go to Rumble, because I got to make somebody a moderator over on Rumble. Let's see, how can I do that even? How do you make somebody a moderator? Oops. Oh, wow, on Rumble, you can click on the person and... Oh, no. I'm on Luvias's. Dude, my internet is either really slow or Rumble is really slow. Who knows what it is? I'm trying to fix it. Oh, I see what happened. What is that noise? Oh, it's my cell phone messing with stuff. Here we go. Let's right click on her name. Let's see if I can make her... I can mute her. I can mute her for 5 minutes. For this live stream forever, I can manage her. How do you manage somebody? I guess, how do you make them a moderator? I'll have to figure it out. I got to figure it out. Anyways, off and on. We're getting going. But yeah, why should all these companies, why should the United States say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna ban Eddie's website. There's no mods on Rumble? I thought it said there could be mods. I can make a mod of somebody, it said. Maybe that's just for something else. Oh yeah, that's right, there's no mods, huh? I forgot. Excuse me. But anyway, so what's up, David? Man, I'm starting all of a sudden to choke. Why can these companies start, banning what we say? So let's say, okay, I'm gonna ban Eddie Block's website because I don't like Eddie. How is that for the government to do that? That's not right. They shouldn't ban. You know who does that? China does that. China. Oh, I gotta fix that. Donald Trump don't trust China. China is as a whole. We gotta fix that. But this is bullshit. Why is before everybody loved Twitter? Now that Elon Musk takes it over, oh no, it's such a bad thing. Oh no, we're so scared people are gonna hear stuff that we don't want them to hear. Think about that. Why do people think that you shouldn't hear something? Think about this in your personal life. When have you not wanted somebody to hear something? Right? Has it been because you're doing something you didn't want to be doing? Right? Or hey, don't listen. David comes up to you and he's like, hey, you know what? You cheated on me, and I'm pissed off about it. So I'm gonna tell everybody. So what's the first thing you do? You start calling everybody. Hey, don't listen to David. He's a fucking asshole. You start talking bad about this person. Don't trust him. He lies a lot. That's what these guys are doing. Uh-oh. Let's see. Did Drunk Uncle just show up? Drunk Uncle just showed up. I don't know if I can hear. Can I hear him? No, I can hear him. Hold on. I gotta fix this stuff up here. Oops, I hit the wrong button. There we go. There he is. What's up, Drunk? Oh, there we go. Now I know he's here. Just making sure I can hear you.
Yeah.
No, not you, David. I just used the word David. Popped in my head for some reason. Okay, let's say. I know. You know what, Mike Jones? Did you hear? I fucked up the other night. I told everybody, I'm like, I'm going to go to this store that still has Crown Royal salted caramel. I'm going to go get some, and the fuckers were out. Can't get it anymore.
Boo.
So I had to get the regular Crown Royal.
Jump online and just order you some salted caramel flavor and just get regular Crown Royal. Make your own.
Yeah, I guess I could, huh? I mean, you told me that a million times, but
I don't know how well it will work, but
yeah, I don't know. I can try it. I can always try it. Heck, I'll go buy some later on tonight. Dude, it's fucking pouring rain here tonight.
It's cold out this way.
Is it? We're supposed to have like 4 to 6 feet of snow over the next week. Here, where I am.
Foot? Feet?
Yes.
Not inches?
Feet.
Wow.
There's some big storm rolling through California right now. What's up, Ultimate? So yeah, we're supposed to have I should say this. That's what my stepdad said. So who knows? Who knows? It's possible. It may not. Drunk Uncle, we're live on Rumble right now. I paid the $10 and I set it up.
What's up, Rumble?
So I'm having to look over here. Luvias is the only one over there, which is Josephine. She's over here in Rumble. I don't know. Did it tell you how many people are in Rumble at once? Oh, I got 6 people watching a Rumble right now. Cool. So we're in Rumble now. We're in Rumble now, guys. Anyways, how was your day? How was it at the shop?
It's all right. I seen my friend came in that took Miss Turtle.
Yeah.
And showed me Miss Turtle's new setup, and it is awesome. Miss Turtle is very, very happy now. Said that she's moving a lot, she's eating all the time, and I was like, good.
That's cool. So you found a good place for your turtle. I'm glad.
Yeah, they give her a bath like every other day. They said.
Yep. Did you have to give a turtle a bath?
I never did. I'd never heard that.
What's up, Irving? Glad you're back. I hope you feel better. You're an asshole. You never text me. Don't you hate when people go to the hospital and I'm like, hey, you tell them, hey, text me, let me know you're okay, and then they never do. I see how much. I cared enough to text you to see how you're doing, and you don't care enough to let me know. Gosh darn it. You let to see some salty caramel moonshine? That sounds good. I think they have moonshine like that. You know what now that it's cold, you know what I'm going to try tomorrow? My redneck hot chocolate. Did I show this to you? We went to, what's that place one day? World Market or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And so it is bacon flavored hot chocolate. So I'm going to try it tomorrow.
Like bacon flavored spicy chocolate or hot chocolate like it's in temperature chocolate?
No, bacon. It tastes like bacon.
Yeah.
It's hot chocolate. It's hot chocolate. You know what a hot chocolate is?
I know the drink.
Yeah, it's a hot chocolate drink. It's a mix. You heat up.
Okay. I thought those were like pieces in there. I was like, so like spicy hot?
No. Hot chocolate. Oh no.
Girl.
Chocolate and bacon work really well together if you don't know. There's the new puppy. No, so this donut shop I go to in Madera, they have chocolate donuts. I think you are the only one riding on Rumble, Luvius. Sorry. And I still, like I said, I can't combine them. But they have a chocolate maple bar or chocolate bar donut. They put bacon on top. That's good. And if you go to Santa Cruz, at the Santa Cruz pier, there's a place where you can get chocolate covered bacon. It is so good. Yeah, basically Warm Pig's ass got it. Yeah, it's Warm Pig's ass. Basically, I guess so. Never thought about it that way. Dude, I can't feel my feet, but my feet are cold right now. That's weird. Oh, I forgot. I'm hanging clothes up. You guys can see my pants there. Oh well. You only see the number, but not the names. Yeah, I'm still not used to Rumble yet, Luvius. We'll figure it out. Figure it out. All right. So the EU. This is from yesterday because Drunk Uncle talked so much yesterday we didn't get any news in. The EU.
Sorry about
that. EU is now blocking.
It's different than the kind of acts of imagination that go with fiction.
The fuck is that?
History actually happened.
Oh, now the commercial comes on. The EU is gonna ban Twitter because they don't put any. They are not censoring people. So now Europe is turning into China. My eye's all right. I'm still having trouble seeing, Sagittarius. Dude, you guys should know me by now. It's never my fault. I always got to blame somebody else for everything that happens in my life. I like blaming other people.
I'm used to it.
Huh?
I said I'm used to it. That's what I tell people to do at work too.
Yeah.
I just blame me.
Well, so with this, they're censored. They want to censor people on Twitter, And I was talking about this right before you came on, drunk. It's all about the fact that, like, what do you do? Like, say you're cheating on a girl, or you have a girl that's cheating on you, right? Or you cheated on a girl. I'm sorry, excuse me. You cheated on a girl, and this girl goes and says, "I'm going to tell all your friends that you've been cheating on me." So what do? You try and, well, a normal person, you're probably wouldn't do this, but a normal person like me would go and tell everybody, "Hey, don't listen to that bitch. She's a liar. She's going to talk shit. You shouldn't be friends with her anymore." You do that so they won't find out that you've been cheating, right? Isn't that kind of what all these governments are doing by trying to not let us say what we want to say on these websites? I think so. What do you think?
There are already laws on the books over there, though.
Yeah, they got some crazy laws. Like in England, what is it? I used to watch this show from there. It was called, I talked about it before. If you can't pay, we'll take it away. So over in England, if you take out credit for something and you don't pay for it, then all they got to do is go to this judge, tell the judge, hey, he's not paying his bill, and then you can hire bailiffs and pay a fee. The bailiffs go over to your house and just start taking shit till you pay the bill of what you owe. Just start taking shit.
We kind of have that here in small claims court, but a lot of the times it's not worth the extra money that you have to pay for them to start to go collect that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry. Got a text message. I guess it is. But they don't show up at you. Like, you have no choice. When you go to court and you get sued and you lose, they still got to find a way to collect it. It's not like they're going to send somebody to your house and repo shit. The repo man only works in houses and cars. Has anybody else been repoed on anything else? That's the only thing they have repo people for, right? Your car and your house?
I don't know. Rent-A-Center, errands, they show up and repo couches, televisions, washers, dryers.
You know what? I never thought about that. That's true. That's true. But I mean, that's why they don't let you take your shit home. That's why they have to take it home for you. But I mean, all you got to do is take your shit to somebody else's house. I don't know. I drove by errands the other day when I was in Madera, and they're gone. They're no longer there. Maybe people finally got smart, right? I mean, I remember my ex-mother-in-law. She went and bought a washer or something like that from errands. And I'm looking at the paperwork and shit. I'm like, you paid like 4 times more than you would have if you just saved up the money and bought it. I said, in 2 months, what you're gonna pay for this washer? You could have bought a new one. Now you're paying 2 years on it. Talk about, what is that called? Where you you're only allowed to loan people for so much money of a percentage. Like the check cashing places. What are they called? They're called
Predatory lending.
Yeah, predatory lending. Isn't errands and Rent-A-Center predatory lending? I mean, let's be real. I did use Rent-A-Center once. We were at what is that place called? Ashby Furniture or Abbey Furniture or something like that. And we
have out this way.
You have a what?
Ashley.
Oh, Ashley Furniture. That's it. Ashley Furniture. And my wife and I bought a bed there, and they said, hey, you can put it on credit through Rent-A-Center if you pay it off in 6 months. And it's 0%. And I was like, so if I pay it off within 6 months, there's no fees, there's no early termination, nothing. They're like, yeah. So I did it. I paid it off like 2 months later. But I would never. Folks, if you have to use Rent-A-Center to buy something, you can't afford it. Don't buy it. When I was a kid, my brother always told me, if you got to use a credit card to buy something, then you can afford it. Just saying. But debtor's prison is supposed to be illegal in the USA. I would think so, isn't it? Who knows? Oh, I gotta wait for these damn commercials. All right, so Bill Maher, is that how you say his name? Rose crazy left for insisting men can get pregnant. It's not Ripley's Believe It or Not. Or it is Ripley's Believe It or Not. I thought Bill Maher was like big time leftist. Aaron's has a no interest.
He is, but he's more of a classic Democrat. I guess you could say. He says some things that that you would like to hear, and then he also says other things that you would not like to hear.
I gotcha. Okay, so Mike Jones says Aaron's actually has the no interest period, but still though, when you buy, let's look at their shit. Let's look at their electronics. Drunk Uncle, how much did your PlayStation cost? Or do you know how much a PlayStation costs?
Years ago, $400.
I don't want to click on this. All right, they're out of stock. Everything's out of stock. Did Aaron's go out of business maybe all the way around? I just want to see how much they're charging for it. Okay.
We got Aaron's pretty close to the shop.
Okay, here we go.
Go that way.
So for an Aaron's PS5 console, the total cost of ownership, the cash price is $1,216, and the cost of the lease is $1,302. So the lease costs more than the actual PlayStation 5. Now let's go look and see how much a PlayStation 5 costs. Other places. So Walmart, you can buy a PS5 for $549. This is just a digital with a game. So Aaron's is charging already more than double for the PS5, and it doesn't even come with the game like this one does. So Walmart's on sale. It's normally $690. So Aaron's is charging you double for that same game. So, I mean, they still get you, folks. They still get you. I saw the other day a meme, and it says, hey, everybody's having a Black Friday sale. They're going back to the prices of before Joe Biden came elected.
Yeah. Right. I see what they did there.
All right. So let's get back to Bill Maher. The HBO comedian let's see. I'm not going to. He called out the crazy left on Sunday for thinking that men can get pregnant. Why is he just now doing this? They've been saying that for a long time. This is during his Club Random podcast when guest Gene Simmons So Gene Simmons, he's conservative, isn't he? He's all about money.
No idea.
I think Gene Simmons is conservative. It's a big thing these days to be part of a country that's crazy to the left is apoplectic. I don't know what the hell that means. That you think there might be a chance that a woman, rather than a man, would give birth. I don't even know why I did this one. I just thought it's crazy because I thought Bill Maher is a big-time leftist. Guess I was wrong, according to Drunk Uncle.
Well, I'm starting to learn the differences between Democrat, progressives and leftists. It's farther along the scale.
Yeah. So Mike Jones says Aaron's is definitely a ripoff. Many poor people got no choice, especially at Christmas. I kind of understand it, Mike Jones, right? I get it, but you're putting yourself in a worse situation by going to Rent-A-Center and doing that. I would do, if I had kids, I would do anything for my kids, but you have to think of the long run. By going to Rent-A-Center and Aaron's and buying a PlayStation that's going to cost you $2,500 instead of, waiting a couple months and only paying, what is it? $500, $600. It's putting you in a worse off situation. Think about their future.
But think about the name of the place, Rent-A-Center.
Yeah.
They're not even really expecting you to keep it long enough to where you pay it off. That's true. You want to impress some girl or something like that, make her think you got all this shit and stuff, and you go to Rent-A-Center whenever you're supposed to bring her home for the first time. He rents you a big ass TV and a leather couch. Mm-hmm. And then you do your business, and then next day you're like, all right, send that shit back.
Right. Well, at the Elks Lodge, we go there and we would rent TVs for like our Super Bowl party. So because we have like 5 TVs, but then we'd rent like a really the biggest TV they had. We rent it for a week. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what. So when you're talking about when people bring those TVs back, so they probably already paid like $500 for this TV. It gets repoed, and then they sell it for almost the exact same price again. So they're making like one TV they pay $500 for. They're probably making like $5,000 for each TV. It's crazy. Eric says Mars probably trying to distance himself from what's hiding in the skeleton closet. You never know. Yeah, Mike, they charge that much. All right, let's see. So get this. Biden appears to declare himself I'm the greatest president in history. The greatest. He all but declared himself as the greatest president in history on Wednesday. I tell you what, no one's ever done as much as president at this time as this administration's doing, period. Period, he said. This guy's a fucking... This guy not... I mean... So
he's jumping into Trump's playbook with that one.
Right?
Nobody's done the most for the American people than I have.
Maybe he's been watching Trump. No, you know who? You know he's from Scranton. He's from Scranton, Pennsylvania, right? Isn't that what he said? Scranton. Maybe he really is Mike from The Office. Is he Michael from The Office? I think he is. Is there anybody other than Drunk Uncle and I here that like to watch The Office? He is Michael from The Office. Does that mean Kamala Harris is Dwight? I think so, huh?
No, Kamala is definitely Meredith.
Kamala's Meredith?
Ahua!
Okay. I guess. I was just trying... Ooh, there goes my knee. I was just trying to fit it in with the, how the show. Andy, you're saying he might be right? Well, man, he has signed a whole shitload of bills that fucking screw us over. I am not going to cancel the Keystone XL pipeline. 2 minutes in, I'm canceling the Keystone pipeline. Way to go, pissing off your people. And I'm glad you're here because I had one yesterday. Oh, wait, we talked about it, though, I think. So I don't know. Maybe I may have done it for you yesterday. I think I did do it for you yesterday, and that sounds bad.
What?
All right, let's see. Yeah, dude, my internet must be really slow because of the rain. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Nate Diaz officially a free agent, but door open for Conor McGregor trilogy. We read this one yesterday, though, right? Didn't we?
Yeah, I seen a poll on the YouTubes today, and what would be the better fight, and 2 of the 3 options had to do with Conor McGregor. It was like Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler, Conor McGregor versus Jorge Masvidal, or Jorge Masvidal versus first guy that I said, Michael Chandler.
Yeah. Mike Jones, you said, has anybody seen Moore's pro-Trump video? You're not talking about Michael Moore, are you? Are you talking about Michael Moore? No way. Oh, speaking about big freaking crazy liberals, Rob Reiner. You know who Rob Reiner is, Drunk Uncle?
Nah, I keep hearing this name, but I don't know who he is.
He's a director, a TV star. He used to be on this show a long time ago in the 60s called All in the Family. And on the show All in the Family, he was the dumb leftist liberal. His father-in-law was Archie Bunker, who, was very racist and, and he kept calling him fucking meathead. And this Rob Reiner guy's talking all kinds of shit on Twitter about Elon Musk. And I don't like everything Elon does, but I'm starting to like a lot of stuff he's doing, right? He's turning into Donald Trump, having a little fun. And so Rob Reiner sitting there, he writes something about Elon Musk, and I was like, dude, I thought you were fucking leaving Twitter. And then I was like, you know what, shut up, meathead, because that was his name in the show. So
yeah,
he was in The Princess Bride, was he? I don't know if he was in Princess Bride. Oh, I know. What can I do? There's 3 people watching a Rumble. Isn't there a Rumble button you can hit to like something on Rumble? I really got to do my learning on Rumble. Rumble. All right, let's see. So McCarthy, there's McCarthy's wants to be majority leader, and now he's saying he's warning the January 6th committee that Republicans will investigate its work. Well, I hope so. That's what everybody was saying. Oh, he directed the Princess Bride. I see. So Representative Kevin McCarthy, the California Republican who is attempting to become the next House Speaker on Wednesday, warned the special committee investigating the January 6th committee attack on the Capitol. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. In a letter sent to the committee's chair, McCarthy instructed the panel to preserve its records, an action already required under House rules. But the Democrats make their own rules, right? Including any recorded transcripts of its more than 1,000 interviews. The missive was the first official indication. What is a missive? I hate it when they put these words in that we don't know.
Admissive?
It just says missive. I wonder if they spelt it wrong. Missive. It means a letter, especially a long or official one. Okay. Yeah, only Mr. Bill says he lost his Facebook that day and wasn't even there. The first official indication that the newly empowered House Republicans plan not only to end the inquiry at the start of the new Congress, but also to attempt to dismantle and discredit its findings. That's good. You know what? If they have another January 6th hearing where it's all Republicans, or at least Republicans on that committee, then I might consider going and speaking in front of them. But when it's all Democrats, including Liz Cheney, fuck them. So you lost your, on Facebook, so January 6th, they say they don't track us, right? But anybody in Washington, D.C. on January 6th lost their Facebook for 1 month. As long as you were in Washington, D.C. in the capital area, you lost your Facebook for 1 month. And then I got kicked off eventually for good. I got kicked off. I guess that's like, you can something to be proud of, though. Yeah, they said they finished their interviews, Hope. What I'm saying, though, is that they started a new one. With Republicans only. Let's see. I guess Luvia didn't want to talk anymore. So, Cochise County. I'm surprised they haven't made this place change their name yet. What did I do wrong? Because isn't Cochise a derogatory remark towards Native Americans? What's up, Cochise? Isn't that bad?
I've never heard of it.
I thought Cochise was like derogatory. Anyway, so Cochise County supervisors, you know which county that is in Arizona, right? That's the one that is not certifying the election. They are not certifying the election. It says the supervisors tumble farther down the Arizona election rabbit hole. And of course, this is Yahoo News, so what do you expect? Mike Jones, I've been to their offices many times. I'm not allowed on their property anymore, I don't think. Me and Ty. So it says, farther and farther down the rabbit hole we tumble in the Arizona election that has no end. It's a strange and surreal place where up is down and black is white, and the 2 Republican members of the Cochise County Board of Supervisors has lost their ever-living minds. This has got to be opinion. Lori Roberts, Arizona. It doesn't say it's an op-ed. It does not say this is an opinion. So how can, we're real journalists. I don't know. I had a friend who was Native American, and he got mad when people call him Cochise. He also got mad when people called him Chief. So I don't know, Betty White. I really don't. That's just what maybe it's just that one person. But yeah, so we're real journalists, but she infers her own opinion in here. It's a strange and surreal place where up is down and black is white. It seems supervisors Peggy Judd and Tom Crosby had this bright idea that if they just declined to certify the election results in their ruby red country that, well, I'm not sure what they thought. This has to be an op-ed. So the prosecutors are now saying they should be jailed up there. Without their vote, Republican Juan Cisco Mania would lose what should be his Southern Arizona congressional seat. The supervisor's shenanigans also could flip the state superintendent's race from Republican Tom Horn to Democrat Kathy Hoffman, and dash Republican Abe Hamida's chances of overtaking Democrat Chris Maez. I don't understand all that's exactly going on with this, to be honest with you. No problem, Betty. No problem. This is naturally MAGA land went nuts about that. They're doing this because of the governor's race. So if this is true that it's going to mess up all this other stuff, you have to start putting it together. What's better for everything? Right, Drunk? You got to say, okay, well, if we do this, Carrie Lake might become governor, but then we lose this congressperson, this senator, this assembly person. I don't know what to think about this. I don't see how it would, right? They still have to certify the election sometime. I think all they're really trying to do is just get, a double check on their election. Maybe rerun it or something. Who knows?
Or delay it until that there's no possibility of or the likelihood of any new information to come out that may swing it the other way. Because if they certify it and then the next day that they're like, they get all the evidence that they want, I think they're still left with.
Because they certified it already, right? I got you. So maybe they think that there's some evidence coming in that they want to wait for before they certify it. Kind of like what President Trump was asking everybody to do back in 2020. Where is Jesse Ventura? He died. Didn't Jesse Ventura die? He died, I thought. He sued the state, and then I think he died right after that, didn't he? Oh, maybe not. He's still alive. I was wrong. Yeah, he's still alive. I don't know where he is. He's in Minnesota somewhere. All right, Secret Service won't say why they changed their position on the Hunter Biden gun investigation records. All right, what's going on with this? The Secret Service will not say why they changed their position. The government watchdog Judicial Watch filed a Freedom of Information Act request in April regarding the gun reportedly owned by Biden. Remember that? This is the one that he threw away in a dumpster, which was by a school or something like that. Wasn't it?
Something like that.
So the Secret Service initially told Judicial Watch that they had located records related to their inquiry, but a year later in October, the watchdog the President Protection Agency changed its tune. They were told by the Secret Service that in October that the response a year prior was sent in error and they did not have records related to the request. Now he is Jose Ventura. Oh my gosh. A month later, the Secret Service flipped again, telling the Washington, D.C. District Court on November 10th that they located over 100 records, totaling over 400 pages, that could be responsive to Judicial Watch's FOIA request. We can't even trust our own government anymore, guys. It's getting bad. It's really getting bad. I even hear that there's...
I haven't trusted them most of my life, so... That's just me, though.
So I know a lot of friends that are always like, oh, don't trust the government, I'm the kind of person that, it's like, what the fuck ever. Like Ty was like, Eddie, you make sure you lock your truck good. And, Eddie, don't leave your key in the scooter when it's on the back of your truck. It's going to fall off. I'm like, no, it's not. It's going to stay. I'm one of those kind of people, right? Easy going.
You're an optimist.
Yeah, I'm an optimist. There you go. I mean, when I was a kid, we never freaking locked our doors. Never. I never had to lock my door when I was a kid. Right? Now everybody, has to lock their doors. Freaking, there's people are doing drugs that just make them don't care. I'm saying, I don't worry about going, nobody's really going to mess with the cripple guy, you know, but that's not true. We've seen it. It's not true. Juliana, yeah, you know, I'm reading that book, guys. So once again, real quick, guys, see where it just says up here in the chat, donate to the Veterans Christmas Party? Drunk Uncle and I have a whole bunch of gifts we're going to give away. So far, I've only gotten like 4 different donations from people, so they're so far already guaranteed something. We have license plate that says fuck Biden. We have the book on the Hunter Biden, the Hunter Biden laptop, the guy who actually took the laptop in. I'm almost done with the book. I've been reading it. I'm halfway through it. We're going to donate that. We're going to donate some shirts and a Alex Jones book. I got to be honest, the Alex Jones book is kind of boring. I stopped reading it. But we'll put it in there. So, but the Hunter Biden book is definitely a good read. I am enjoying that book. I definitely am. Drunk's like, Eddie, I want to read it. No.
No book for you.
No book for you. All right, so the next stuff, guys, this is from the Gateway Pundit. This is what they are reporting. I have to be careful with the Gateway Pundit stuff. I'm not saying this is true, but I'm saying this is what they're reporting. And I wanted to talk about some of these. Newsom's Reparations Committee will recommend $223,000 per descendant of slaves for housing discrimination. A total cost of $559 billion fucking dollars. Did I buy a Hunter painting? Mr. Bill, maybe. I bought the... No, I didn't. I wouldn't. So you hear this, Drunk? Gavin Newsom, which is my stupid-ass governor, wants to give people reparations for their ancestors being slaves at a tune of $559 billion. What the hell is that?
Remember what Dave Chappelle said would happen.
Right?
It was like first episodes, everybody went out and they spent the money like immediately.
Yeah. Mike Jones, I do remember being kids and going to buy cigarettes for my parents. In fact, so when my mom got remarried after my dad died, she could no longer go on base and buy the cigarettes where you didn't have to pay cigarette tax and shit like that. So she used to send my 15-year-old ass on my scooter, not my mobility scooter. I had a real scooter. And she would send me up to the base, and she'd call him up, and my son's coming up there to pick up some cigarettes for me, and I'd go get the cigarettes for her. And if I didn't have time to go all the way up there and she needed them quicker, she would send me to the liquor store. And I'd be like, hey, I need some Lady Slim Light, Ultra Slim Light 100s, or something. I don't know what the hell they were. She smoked these little thin cigarettes.
Probably Virginia Slims.
Yeah, Virginia Slims. She smoked those. And then there was Salem Slim Light 100s. That's what she smoked too. Salem Slim Light 100s. Old lady cigarettes. I remember those. While she's playing bingo, she's just daubing away playing bingo. Ugh. That's how I think my mom gave me her gambling addiction. But it's all right. I had fun doing it. But yeah, so why are we giving reparations to somebody who never suffered? And why are we making people pay for their reparations who never treated them wrong? How is that fair? Where's my reparations? Where's my reparations for Gavin Newsom being my governor? I want some reparations. And you know Gavin Newsom's not paying none of that shit, right? Gavin Newsom's not paying into this. It says Governor Gavin Newsom Reparations Committee will recommend $223,000 per person who was a descendant of slaves. There are approximately 2.5 million blacks in California. The total cost for this massive transfer of wealth to people who were never slaves from a group of people who never owned slaves is $559 billion. The Reparations Committee is focusing on so-called housing discrimination that impacted blacks between 1933 and 1977. What kind of house? Don't they already get, like, if they're, so I got a question. If they're living on welfare and they're in housing, so they're not paying for their housing, they're not paying for their food, they get food stamps, should those people still get reparations? Aren't they already getting reparations? What do you think?
I'm wondering if they have to somehow prove that they were discriminated against housing. It's going to be kind of hard to do from way back then.
Right? I don't know. Like, I don't even know what to think. There was a comedian not a long time ago. There's a comedian named Wanda Sykes, very liberal chick, lesbian chick. But I used to watch her back in the day, and she had a TV show. And I remember she starts talking about this reparations, right? And she goes, knocks on some dude's door, and it's a black dude. He opens up the door, and she gets to the black dude, and she's like, your great-great-great-grandpa owned my great-great-great-grandpa. Where's my money, bitch? Yeah, Ryan says blacks own slaves too, right? Well, and you know what? Now that I just thought of something, think about this. Everybody's going to be paying this money through their taxes, right? So the black people are paying their own reparations. If they pay taxes. Right? Who do you think's going to vote for this? All the liberal white women are going to vote for this, which is mostly California. And do you think, how many black people do you think would vote for this, though?
Well, I mean, if you look at it and you're like, okay, my taxes are going to go up, but I'm going to get $223,000. Of course they're going to vote for that.
Yeah.
Who would pay down that much money?
Yeah. I wonder if there's going to be a criteria, though. If you have more than this, if you make more than this much money a year, do you not get it? I wonder how they're going to do this. Oh, the black, you know, if you tell me you're giving them to black Vietnam veterans, I wouldn't care. If you gave it to a Vietnam veteran who's black, the $223,000, go ahead. They had to deal with war. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. Mike Jones says, wouldn't the African tribes owe reparations for selling people? Yeah, can we charge Africa for that? The first slave owner in America was black, right, Mike Jones? Now think about this. This is just California. Can you think if Joe Biden, well, wait a minute. Not even that. This dumbass Gavin Newsom is going to run for president soon, right? Can you imagine if we did that in the United States? Let's see, how many black people are in the United States?
Oh, there's 330 million, and so 12% of that.
Okay, there's 41.6 million black people in the United States, approximately, and they're going to give $223,000. So let's go 223. 1, 2, 3. You know, I'm only going to do 223. I'm not going to. We'll have to add 3 zeros once I multiply this by 41.6 million times 41 million 600,000. Okay, so that is
Bunch of money.
Bunch of money. That is, let's see. So let me type this out. So let's go 9 to shit. It's, so you add, what's 800, 9 to, I don't know. It's like freaking $92 trillion. 92 trillion fucking dollars. Which we don't have. Excali says, it's like 5 generations for your family. We don't even own slaves. We were Quakers. Probably more like 10 for early breeders. It was buffering. Sorry, Nelly. It's raining here right now, so it might be buffering quite a bit. If it is, my bad. One day I'll have better internet. Elon Musk is supposed to be making this stuff faster. But when it rains, I'm on a satellite dish internet, so here, speaking of giving, huh?
heard somewhere that before too long, T-Mobile is going to do something with Skylink and use their satellite so you could get phone for 3 years or just 3.
We'll give everybody free phone service through the. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, through Starlink satellite. Something about that. I didn't look into it. I just scrolled across it somewhere.
I got you. Oh, I just read what Mike Jones says. Give blacks California and donate and Democrats as their slaves. No, because I live in. I'm not going to live in Cali long. As soon as my stepdad is no longer around, I'm getting out of town. Now we're kind of doing the same thing in this same article too. Remember all those liberal chicks from the United States women's national soccer team? You know, like stupid Megan Rapinoe and people like that, and how they were saying they need more money because it's not fair that they're not making as much money as the men when not as many people watch the women's soccer as they do the men's soccer. Well, the United States men's team just advanced at the World Cup. So because the men advanced and the women, I don't even think they're there. They play every odd year. They got $6 million just because the men won. What kind of shit is that? The United States men's national soccer team will be splitting their winnings with the United States women's team after their win against Iran. The men's team earned at least $13 million by winning the game, and the women's team is set to receive over $6.5 million of that. Why? It says this.
Maybe they agree, but
I don't know. What's up, Lillian? It says this payout is higher than the last 2 World Cups won by the United States women's national team. In 2015, they only earned $2 million, and in 2019, they earned $4 million. By advancing to the knockout stage, the men's team earned a payout of at least $13 million. Only half that. Let's see, we just read that. The reason for this is a settlement that was reached back in February between the women's team and the men and the soccer federation. The settlement guaranteed equal pay between women's teams and the men's team, and even gave back pay to players. So does this mean if the women win in the next one, they have to give half their money to the men?
maybe.
I hope so. I hope so. It's only fair, right? It's only fair. That's what liberals want. Liberals want everything to be fair when life isn't fair. This person says, so there's 2 ways to get money by kneeling. This guy, John Campbell, says, I didn't realize the men's team was paying the women's team's alimony. When did they get a divorce? Their pay should consummate with the number of viewers and spectators, period, right? Oh, commensurate. With all that extra money, they could offer transsexual surgeries as a recruiting incentive. Oh, my gosh. I love the chats on some of these things. Anyways, that's all the news I had for today. Now we can just talk shit.
What?
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of news today.
That's all. What?
What did I miss?
The fucking internet is on fire right now, bro.
About what?
Fucking Kanye on Alex Jones.
I saw that, but I was not trying to get it. Well, I'm not trying to get in all this Kanye stuff. But what is it? What happened? What happened with Kanye? I saw it, but what happened with Kanye? He wore some kind of a mask or something, or?
Yeah, and talking about how he likes Hitler and shit.
Well, I don't know if we can talk about that. That's a little...
Everybody else. Yeah.
Well, okay, I'll let you talk about it, but because I don't know enough about it, and
Well, he was just on there, and plus that mask that he was wearing is from that company that just got in trouble for putting out that photo shoot of the kids with the teddy bears and the BDSM stuff. But yeah, he was on there talking about, and I have to be careful how I word it. But he was saying that it's something like you shouldn't judge or something about even evil people can bring something to the table that's like noteworthy, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody here probably knows that, like, I don't like Henry Ford, nor do I like Walt Disney because they were anti-Semites.
Yeah.
However, Henry Ford did, bring us the first vehicle, and Walt Disney created a whole empire that entertains and things like that. But yeah, I think he's either overly medicated or under medicated, and I think who knows? I mean, he's always been an odd guy, but I think he's maybe just like too easily influenced, and the people that he's hanging around is just not good for him. But yeah.
Why am I getting Oreo Express tweets in my fucking thing? I'm not even a friend of his. I don't know. So think about this. Yes, maybe he is going a little crazy, right? But, and I'm not trying to defend him, but maybe he's, they said he's been screwed over by some people. And, right, like, let's say I screw over you, drunk uncle. And then one day you're going to say, man, I hate that. I hate crippled motherfuckers because I screwed you over. I'm not trying to defend the guy because I'm not a psychologist or psychiatrist. I can't tell you the dude's crazy or not. Is he having is he saying some weird shit? Yes. Is he saying some shit that he shouldn't be saying? Yes. But once again, you know me, I believe in free speech. He can say whatever the fuck he wants. So.
Oh, just absolutely. But the internet is just on fire right now because of that.
Yeah.
Like everybody's like covering it. Oddly enough, MSNBC hasn't run a piece on it. But you can damn well bet that most likely on Monday, that will be the topic of Steven Crowder. Would be my.
I don't know. I didn't watch. I was lazy today. I didn't even watch Steven Crowder today. All right, let's go. Let's see if you hit the search button.
Man.
Was it?
Yeah.
Let's see. Somehow I got mentioned in a whole shitload of tweets, and I'm just nonstop getting whatever from him. All right, so let's see. Search. Elon Musk, no. Isn't there like I'm still learning Twitter. Like, we should be live on Twitter right now. Let's see. Although one of my friends from Florida said he didn't see. He tried to do something like join the show on Twitter and couldn't do it. So we're live on Twitter now. Supposedly. Let's see. Yeah, we're live. Nobody's watching us, but we're live. Yeah, I think you guys are right. He's not taking his meds, but I mean, what's wrong with saying stuff like that? It's his freedom of speech. It may not be the good freedom of speech stuff that he should be saying, but let's see. Let's look at the latest for Kanye. Ironic. Let's see what they're saying on Twitter. Kanye says there was a good side to Hitler, but can Kanye admit there is a bad side to Kanye? I mean, all these people that are in the public's eye, there's something wrong with them, right? What's the old saying? You're only crazy until you become rich, then you're eccentric. Is that the saying? Something like that?
I don't know. It sounds catchy.
Let's see. Kara O'Kanye, they're calling him the KKK now. Which, Hitler was against the Jews. Was he against black people too? Or was it just the Jews? So it's anybody that wasn't white, right?
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, you could be gay and you would end up in the gas chambers. It was mostly Jewish people, but it was black people, it was gay people, it was gypsies, maybe even disabled. Anybody that could be considered undesirable.
Oh, I know, like, so disabled people a lot of times have been, you know, taken out because of their disabilities, right? Like they're talking about right now. We need to, there's more people in the world than should be, and they're trying to get rid of the old people and the handicapped people first, right? They're saying we're just a waste of space. So, where was it? Hemi said, simple math. How were 6 million people of a certain religion be holocausted when there is only 400,000 of them in the country at the time? I don't know enough about Hitler. I just know he was bad, so I never researched him. I really have never researched Hitler. I just know he was a bad dude. Black Pill Red says, yeah, my dad always said that. Sneaky Pete says, he should be able to say whatever the hell he wants to, but he also has to take whatever comes to him for saying it, right? Well, that's like we tell people here. You can come in here, you got all the free speech you want, but if you're going to talk shit to me or any of my friends, we're going to talk shit right back. Be able to take it.
I think the news here lately has just been so kind of boring. That's why this is definitely catching all the attention.
I don't think so. You know why I think they're doing this? Because, you know, President Trump was with Kanye the other night. They're trying to make President Trump look racist like they're always trying to do.
Well, I understand that, but
I got
even
you,
before that, the news has just been a little boring.
Yeah, it has been boring. It has been boring. Where are they crapping on white or black people? Do I need new glasses? I'm just trying to go through Twitter. Okay, that's funny. Oh my gosh, I probably shouldn't be laughing at this. I don't even know who this person is. When you guys see it on the screen, somebody tell me who this person is. Is this like a famous actress or something? I think it's a female. Do you see it on the screen yet, Drunk Uncle?
Yeah, I may be behind a little bit.
Maybe Kanye's trying to get killed. He's delusional because he lost Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I don't know who that person is.
Does anybody know who this person is? Nelly, I don't have Penelope anymore. I think she's probably in somebody's stomach by now. When I get back in a corner, I go absolutely rapid and saying it feels just like that what Kanye is doing. You know, that could be a possibility, right? Everybody's messing with Kanye and he's just, who knows? Or it could be a plant. The term racist is so overused, it actually has no meaning anymore. That's very true. FFF.
I heard somewhere, I don't know how long ago it happened, but I guess Kanye has to pay like $200,000 a month for child support.
Something like that, yeah.
And Tim Pool thinks that so I guess it must have happened like on Monday. Tim Pool thinks he may have gotten the confirmation that he was out all that money like right before their show started. Because he was like, Kanye was fine. We're talking, everything's going great. And he was like, but constantly in his phone. And then like as soon as the show started, like he looked up from his phone and like something had changed. So
yeah. Well, so
who knows?
Willow, hello. How is Digga there? Hi, Digga. Are you and Willow getting in trouble? Is it snowing there? Because it's raining freaking here. Black Pill says, my poor puppy always falls asleep when I'm trying to lay her up and get ready to walk him. Hemi says he's not messed up over Kim. He's messed up over losing the title billionaire. That would piss a lot of people off. That would definitely piss me off. So everything trending on YouTube right now, it's Josh, it's NFL, Kanye, NBA, NFL, sports. Caitlin Clark. Who's Caitlin Clark? Nick Folk. It's all freaking sports. We're Caitlin Clark. I don't know who that is, so let's see what that's about. Who is Caitlin Clark? women's basketball. Oh, Digga's sleeping now. Wake her ass the F up. Trending right now, Candace Owens is trending. What's Candace Owens trending about?
Probably because how close she's been to Kanye past little while.
Right? Let's see. Candace Owens and Alex Jones are distancing themselves from Kanye. Candace Owens said Hitler's nationalism was good. The bad part. So they have a video of it. Let's see.
By elitists that actually. Yeah, I agree. I actually don't have any problems at all with the word nationalism. I think that it gets the definition gets poisoned by elitists that actually want globalism. Globalism is what I don't want. So when you think about whenever we say nationalism, the first thing people think about, at least in America, is Hitler. You know, he was a National Socialist. But if Hitler just wanted to make Germany great and have things run well, okay, fine. The problem
See,
is
they're trying to stir her words. They're trying to say, "Oh, she said she liked Hitler, right?" Dude, I starting to sound like Ben when I do that. Hockey. Let's see how San Jose Sharks are doing. The best hockey team of all. Let's see. San Jose Sharks. The best hockey team of all. Let's see how they're doing. They're playing the Red Wings tonight. That's gonna suck. I haven't watched hockey yet this year. Not much going on with them. Let's see. What else about Candace Owens? Candace Owens says Kim Kardashian has no soul for staying with Balenciaga. Dude, this is another thing that, once again, we talked about this the other day, folks. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean you have to talk shit about people who do like it. Right? Drunk Uncle likes to vape. I don't like to vape. I vape my weed, but I don't vape cigarettes. I don't smoke cigarettes. We're not vaping cigarettes. You vape tobacco. That's what you say, right? Tobacco?
Nicotine.
Nicotine. Okay, so he's vaping nicotine. I don't like nicotine, right? Am I going to talk shit about Drunk Uncle for freaking, vaping nicotine? You like the blues? Oh my gosh. Heck no. I like
Maybe if I caught up your truck or something, you might say something like, "Man, I can't see. Stop it."
Right? What was I saying? Right, Hemi? So the blues, I liked them for a little bit because when we got rid of Jody Shelley, we traded him to the blues. I think Jody Shelley and Peros was one of the two best fighters in the league. Jody Shelley and freaking... Like, we used to call Peros, that 70s, the 70s porn stash guy. He played for Anaheim and a whole bunch of people.
Did you ever watch the movie Goon?
Goon?
Yeah.
What was it about? Maybe.
Hockey. The guy that played Stifler, and that was in Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh, yeah, okay.
He played a guy named Doug, and he was, I guess, an enforcer. He was just there to fight. But supposedly it was actually somewhat based off of, I guess, a real hockey player that was in maybe the late 70s or 80s. That's what he was known for. His name was also Doug, too, but I can't remember his last name.
Really? Am I going to have to go get my... tomorrow night I'm wearing my fucking San Jose Shark shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we have a show tomorrow night. No, I've never seen it.
It's a pretty cool movie.
There was a movie way back in the 80s, I think it was, with Rob. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think of that Rob guy. Well, yeah, that balance, whatever, they screwed up bad, right? They did. But, you know what? So what? Who cares? You don't got to talk shit about them all the time. Just don't fucking buy from them. People, use your fucking, let your wallet speak, not your mind, or, let's see. There you go, Ty. Ty's texting me. I have not seen the trailer to the new 70s show. I hear it has the mom and dad from the old one. 13-year-old boy builds $1,500 house, then opens the door and mom flips. Interesting. I spent a lot more than that on my fucking little tiny home. It's getting there. Let's go to True Social. Let's see what's on True Social right now. Let's just check out social media. Have you gotten on True Social yet? EddieBlockFilms Reiner. You better not be considering me getting me close to Rob Reiner. I talk shit to Rob Reiner a lot on YouTube. I mean on Twitter. Pence, another pedo demo rat. I gotta be careful what I show here on True Social, because sometimes people can say some. Oh, look at the little girl's missing. Athena Presley Monroe Strand. She's 7 years old. She's 4 foot tall, 62 pounds. She has her hair is dirty blonde and her eyes are blue. If you see this young lady somewhere, call the call the Paradise, Texas Police Department and let them know, or the Wise County Sheriff's Department. Robbie wants to know, what is it really? Climate change or global warming? It's just the weather. Equal justice. Schneider. It's not Rob Schneider. No. Rob Lowe. That's it. Rob Lowe. Rob Lowe hockey movie. Wasn't it Rob Lowe that was in the hockey movie? Yeah, Youngblood. It was 1986. Here you go. Youngblood. This was a badass movie back in the day. A badass hockey movie. You moved to Chicago after Katrina had to become a... You're a Hawks fan? Oh, no. What was that red... I forget. What was the redheaded guy? He was really fast. We traded... The Sharks traded him to you guys. I forget. He had red hair and it was like curly. I forget his name now. Dude, they're getting a lot of stuff on True Social. If you guys don't have True Social, you can add me. Let's see. When they tell you there's 378 genders, when they tell you our elections... Let's see. I'm hungry. What's for dinner, drunk uncle? Whoa, what is this? Every video from January 6th. Let's see. Choose your adventure. Face recognition tools. Where is this? Capitalmap.com. Capital Siege video. Map. What the heck is this? Drop files here. Click to upload. Try to make sure the photo you upload has only one face, and otherwise the system will simply pick the best face it finds in the search. So I wonder if I can put with love by Patriotic. Have you how do you find people? I don't know if I like this. Okay. Let's try and zoom in. Dude, I wonder if this is real. Click on the colored markers to select a video. Move this over so I can read it. To view, 4 colors are used to make videos easier to tell apart. The white markers indicate videos that have not been uploaded yet. New videos are being added slowly. I wonder if my video's on here. So... do you think this could be real, drunk? Or do you think somebody just put a whole bunch of freaking little dots on here to make you think it was real? Jenny had sushi? You know what's messed up? I don't even know which side I was on here. Oh, yeah, I do. I was on the side with the grass. So I was right in here. This is where I was. You went to Taco Bell, got the nacho fries? Good. Those are pretty good. There's a whole bunch of video here. Like, how do you know? Let's see. Can you click on a video? Oh, you can watch it. I see. Oh, shit. They really have the videos in here. No way. You could spend hours. The problem is they're putting this up here, but Antifa could be using this too. Okay, so let me see. Where was I? Or let's look at the Capitol. Dude, there's videos everywhere. This is interesting. Do you know that Washington, D.C. is in the sign of a pentagram, all the streets? Did you know that, Drunk Uncle?
Yeah, somewhere.
Great, now I'm trying to find where the Capitol is again. Okay, over here. Let's see if we can find some footage. Dude, now I'm lost. I don't know my way around DC very much. Okay, now I see where we're at. I think. Yeah, we walked across all of these. Here we go. Let's try and click on one or two of these videos here and let's see what they show. Yeah, this is on top of the Capitol. Dude, whoever did this did their work. Dude, that's where I was right there. Stink. Okay, let's click on another video. Why don't people turn their phone the right way? My internet's bad, guys. Sorry right now. Holy shit, Drunk. This thing probably has thousands of video, bro. Wow. I gotta bookmark this. I gotta bookmark this. Wow. I can't believe what I just found. Yeah, I have that same shirt. Anyways, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? What can we talk about? Let's talk about something.
Hookers.
We want to talk about hookers? No, we can't do that. We can't do that. We got to talk about something else. I don't know enough to talk about Kanye. My brain's freezing. It's cold. It's gonna snow a couple feet, they say. Oh, hold on. I gotta read this real quick. I don't know if I can read it to you guys or not. Let me read it first. Inbox. That's weird. It didn't show up.
Oh, they that guy that was close to Matt Gaetz that was charged for the trafficking. He got 11 years today.
Really? 11 years?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he was supposed to get 30 years. And the judge said something about she had never seen anybody that cooperated as much as he did. So who knows what might happen.
Let's see. It says U.S. Capitol riot sedition prosecutions won't get easier, experts say. Prosecutors secured a victory when two key figures in last year's U.S. Capitol attack were convicted of let me put this on the screen for you guys. It was an email that I just got, and it's a news story, so I can show it to you guys. It says a jury in Washington found Stephen Rose, the founder of the right-wing Oath Wings military group, and Kelly Meggs, the Florida chapter leader guilty, determining that they plotted, against it. At the same time, co-defendants Jessica Watkins, Kenneth Harrelson, and Thomas Caldwell were acquitted of seditious conspiracy, and the verdict was mixed on the other two conspiracy charges. All five were convicted of obstruction of an official proceeding, the congressional certification of the election results, and the obstruction and seditious conspiracy charges. Each carry a 20-year prison sentence. So this is good for people like Joe Biggs and stuff like that. because they're not finding everybody relevant. Mike Jones says the real Star of David carved in the temple, a very old symbol used for protection, the pentagram. They use the pentagram a lot too in voodoo and witchcraft, right? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. What were we gonna talk about? What can we talk about today?
Bookers.
Live PD's On Patrol's gonna be again on tomorrow night. UFC, isn't there a UFC fight this weekend?
There's always a UFC fight.
But I mean, though, isn't there a big one this weekend?
I don't know. I don't follow a whole lot of people in UFC, so and plus I haven't been getting Chael Sonnen's feed in my YouTube, so probably why I'm not staying up to date, because it's not showing up in my feed anymore.
Oh no, it's Saturday, December 10th, so it's next Saturday. So next Saturday, the main card is Jean Blachowicz against Magomed something. Paddy Pimblett versus Jared Gordon. Don't know them. Robbie Lawler though.
Paddy Pimblett, he's the one that when he's not fighting, he gets all fat and shit, like really fat. And then it's not good for your health to lose 50 pounds.
What's that, Twisted? Yeah, Robbie Lawler's fighting. Yeah, you know, this one doesn't look like a good one. Never mind. I don't know. Man, it's just so fucking cold here right now. What's that?
Said Paddy the Baddy.
Paddy the Baddy. Who's that?
Paddy Pimblett.
Oh, okay. It's never the Den's fault for passing crappy laws. Oh no, it's never their fault. They're like, I guess they're like Eddie, because it's never my fault. Truck breaks down is somebody else's fault. I'm crippled is somebody else's fault. I like blaming other people. It's fun to blame other people. Does anybody want to join us in Hope? Come on over. We're in Discord. It's open right now. Who wants to join us in Discord? Let's talk shit. It's only 7:30. We've only been on for an hour and a half. We're normally on for longer than this. Sagittarius and Taco Bell. I got to go to Taco Bell tomorrow. They're almost done with the enchilada. You know, Taco Bell, I can't use the app anymore. They screwed me over. They charged me twice for something, and I went to the store and I was like, they're like, you want to take both orders or one? I'm like, what do you mean both orders? And they said, well, you had 2 orders, and I looked at my credit card, I got charged twice. So I said, no, I want a refund. I only want the 1 order. They're like, well, we can't do that. You got to take them both. And so since they did that, I went on my credit card and I disputed it. And so now they won't let me use the Taco Bell app anymore. And I love, you know, the Taco Bell app is great because if you go in there, it's cheaper. You actually save money. And in fact, I just got a message the other day about something about... oh well. I got a message on my phone the other day that says something about my dispute. Who knows? I'll check it later. Yeah, Andy was there. Like, we were in the drive-thru and they charged me like twice in a row. And I then had to, they wouldn't put it the food, so I had to pay them in person. And I used the same credit card that they charged me for the other ones. It's a joke. It's a joke. Taco Bell has screwed us all day after. I love Taco Bell. I'm just a big fan of Taco Bell. That's just me. Taco Bell I don't know. I love Taco Bell. I like to make a run for the border. But tomorrow we're going to have On Patrol, so I won't be here Friday nights. I don't watch it. I mean, I watch it so I don't come on.
Toilet.
The toilet?
Yeah, I run for the border too after Taco Bell. Straight to the toilet.
I never have issues. I never have issues. My brother was manager. I worked there. It was like our whole family went to the Taco Bell. Taco Bell's beef everybody's beef is messed up. People at that Taco Bell said either other people were having issues with their app too. Yeah, but I'm still having it, and they're saying it's because I canceled their credit card. Oh yeah, real Mexican. So like, that's another reason why I'm kind of maybe trying to go. I didn't cook the food I said I was going to cook to last night, and I cooked it for lunch today. So, sitting over here, I have nice chicken breast that I cut up, and I cooked in my cast iron pan I cook it with green beans. So I put green beans in there for my healthy stuff, Cook it in the cast iron skillet. Yeah. And then I go and add a little bit of crema mexicano. It's like sour cream, but with a little salt and stuff added to it. Some cheese and some chili. Salsa, not chili. Salsa. I'm going to eat that.
So since you're into like Spanish stuff, we had this flavored juice called Tres Leches. And I suppose it means like 3 milks, but like what is...
It's caramel flavor stuff.
But is it like a pie or a drink or...
There's it's like anything else. They put in all kinds of different stuff. So Tres Leches, it's like a dessert, is what it is. So like you have Tres Leches cake, you have Tres Leches pudding. See, I'm trying to.
Gotcha.
So like it'll pop up in a second. Here's the cake. It says also known as it's a sponge cake soaked in 3 kinds of milk: evaporated milk, condensed milk, and whole milk. I was never a big fan of Tres Leches. But it's a cake.
Not a huge seller, but I've always been curious about it. I mean, I know it's 3 milks, but I never went any farther than that.
Yeah, it's like a caramelized stuff too. Some of them are like caramel. It says, what does Tres Leches taste like? Well, if you imagine yourself biting into an extra moist cake soaked in condensed milk, but not overly sweet, but with a hint of cinnamon, well, that's what it tastes like. Call regional manager of Taco Bell. I probably should. Let's see what's going on Facebook right now. What's on Facebook?
So what are you
talking about? All kinds of shit.
Is drunk uncle falling asleep on you again?
He's always falling asleep on me. What's going on, Elaine? How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
We're good.
Yeah.
Super.
Oh, my friend Linda was at Mar-a-Lago. She was live. Let's see if she's still live at Mar-a-Lago.
Oh, down in Florida?
Yeah, she went to Florida. Here we go.
Mm.
This is the second time she's gone. She met Trump last time she was there.
Mar-a-Lago, that's in Florida. President Trump's home. So right now, Kimberly Guilfoyle is speaking. President Trump will be coming up next. I just thought you guys might want to see what he has to say.
So last time she was there, she actually got to meet President Trump. I'm jealous.
Hey, Betty.
Hey, sweetheart.
Oh, we're in trouble. Oh, we got Betty White in here now too. Oh, we're really getting in trouble, guys. We are really getting in trouble. How you doing, Betty?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. This is the first time you've been on my show, I think.
It is.
Well,
it
welcome.
Is.
Welcome. Well, I should say our show. I keep saying my show. It's our show.
No, it's your show.
Well, it's being drunks. It's being drunks.
Yeah.
And gotta add drunk in there.
Yeah.
He's awake tonight.
So
I'm always awake.
Betty, who was? I'm trying to remember that redheaded guy that we traded from the Sharks to you guys.
Me too. I'm trying to think of his name. I can see his face.
Yeah, he was really fast.
Yes. We need some fast guys for the Blackhawks. You know, this rebuilding that they're doing has taken just a little bit too long for my liking. Ryan Reeves. I was thinking his name a few minutes ago, and it just popped in my head. Do you remember Ryan Reeves from the Blues?
No,
they're
I don't
enforcing
remember him.
Big dude. The Blues fan. If you're still listening, I remember my first hockey fight that I saw live was with Ryan Reeves in Chicago
Really?
at the United Center. Yeah.
So, so the first time I took my wife to a game, we were there, and she was bored. You know, she's just sitting there looking at her phone, and all of a sudden, George Peros and Jody Shelley got on the thing, and I was like, "Oh, there's gonna be a fight." And she's like, "What do you mean there's gonna be a fight?" I said, "Well, you know, they just hit Joe Pavelski, and now, you know, these two guys are out. That means there's going to be a fight." She's like, "No way." And all of a sudden, Jody Shelley just starts beating the hell out of George Peros. And my wife is like, yeah, you know. And then George Peros looks up, and you can't even see his face. It's so full of blood. And my wife is like, "I love this sport." I was like, "Oh, now you do."
I love it. My first, big game to go to in Chicago with the Hawks was the one at Soldier Field, the outside game against the Penguins. And it was 6 degrees and it was snowing so hard that you could barely see the center of Soldier Field where the rink was. It was so freaking cold. There was no alcohol going in my body that night.
Wow.
It was cold, but it was the best game. It was so good. And the guys from the Blackhawk fans start yelling, "Detroit sucks." And they do. I don't know why they yell that all the time, but they do.
Yeah, I
and they took their shirts off and they're playing in the snow. And it was just fabulous.
Yeah, I figured out who it was. Brian Campbell. It was Brian Campbell was his name.
Good. Okay, I'm going to write that down and look for him.
He was the redhead with the curly hair.
I became. We have a recipe for ice in the South, but we really weren't sure how to use it to make a hockey rink. So it's not a big sport down in the South, but I became a very avid Blackhawks fan when I lived up there.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to watch the Kings all the time, but that was just because of Wayne Gretzky. And then, once I moved to the Bay Area, a friend of mine had tickets to the Sharks game, and we went there, and all of a sudden I became a Sharks fan. So,
man, those Sharks, dude, they got some long beards and fine bodies.
Some long beards and fine bodies, huh? Oh my gosh.
We were sitting in the suite at the United Center one night, and in the suite next to us was what's his name, Brett Hull, the old guy that played for the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
And Wayne Gretzky. They were in the next suite over from us. Couldn't have been nicer people, and Brett Hull couldn't have been more drunk.
There you go. Hammy says my parking lot at work is an ice rink right now. Yeah, we so after the game, my friend, he's like, "Yeah, you want to go get some autographs?" He showed me where, and after the game, every game when the players are leaving, they drive out and they actually put a fence there. And it's a short fence, and everybody stands there, and the players slowly drive out, and they autograph everybody's stuff. And
that is so cool when they do that, isn't it?
So the Sharks always did it. The only person who never did it, Yevgeny Nabokov, which was our goalie, my favorite goalie, would just drive right by. I was like, gosh darn it. But I got Joe Pavelski's autograph, freaking Devin Setaguchi. And, my wife was sitting there, and there's some girl in the front seat, and she's like, "Girl, you better watch your man before I jump in that front seat." I was like,
it was such an unusual sport for a girl from the South to become involved in. But, I got hooked on hockey.
Yeah. Good night, Andy. Yeah, hockey's fun. It's fast. It's like soccer on steroids, basically.
On ice. Yeah, soccer on ice.
Yeah, and you can punch people. Well, not as much anymore.
That's true. That is so true.
They don't really have... Drunk Uncle doesn't... You never watch hockey, do you, Drunk?
Not really. I mean, I like watching, fight compilations and stuff, but I don't... Just like soccer, I don't really get it. I don't get how the game's played. Obviously, I know you need to put the puck or the ball in the net.
Did you say puck or the ball?
Well, puck for hockey, ball for soccer.
Okay, I gotcha.
Got to put it in that hole for the net.
Oh my gosh! Who did we let
try
on
to
the
play
show?
Hockey on a video game? I would always get called for icing.
Yeah, icing is offsides.
Yeah, I just don't really understand the game.
I don't either, Drunk. Don't worry about it.
Well, it's either icing or offsides. That's it. You're either icing the puck or you're offsides when you come across the center line to go to the shoot the puck to be icing.
So
the only two penalties they have.
Yeah, here's
But
what I see is, so
hear
you're a basketball
is,
fan. So, since you're a basketball fan,
if-
Drunk, I'll tell you real quick what icing is. Let's say you catch the ball underneath the hoop, right? And you have one player all the way on the other side that you throw it to them so they can dunk it. That's icing. You're not supposed to throw the ball away, cross court past everybody.
Why not?
Yes.
Because you're not supposed to. It's just a rule.
But they do.
Yeah. They should have not left somebody on the other side of the court by themselves. That's it.
That's true.
Actually, my elementary school team, we basically, I guess, had that strategy whenever I was in 6th grade. We went undefeated.
That's all you guys did?
But we had a guy that was taller than everybody else. He would grab the rebound, and as soon as somebody would throw up the shot, the point guard would just start running towards the other basket. And if they missed it, this is elementary school, so of course they fucking miss it. And he grabs the rebound, chucks it down there, layup, boom, 2 points.
Yeah. Ryan says, I got high sticked in roller hockey. Your jaw hurt for a bit. Yeah. We actually, there's a lot of people that do roller hockey in California. I had a buddy who used to do that at the roller skating rink, but they're getting rid of all our roller skater rinks now.
Well, one of my business partners is really into hockey, and he said,
We're in trouble now.
He said, if you don't like hockey as a sport, but like it for the fighting, he's like, go watch semi-pro or about as local as you can get. And he's like, sometimes they're fighting more than they're playing hockey.
Right, Ultimate?
So he likes to go to watch definitely not professional hockey. I mean, he enjoys hockey. He used to play hockey. And oddly enough, he said that he used to live in upstate New York. And he said back in the 70s, they would cross the border to go play hockey with the Canadians. And they come across with their big hockey bags and everything. And they just let them cross the border all the time. He's like, dude, I could have been bringing so many drugs across the border. And all they would ever say is, I hope to kick your ass, eh?
Interesting. What's up, Grom?
If I wanted to sit for 90 minutes to watch somebody score, I'd take Eddie to the bar. I'm not going to sit and watch hockey or soccer for that long.
Sugar, come
Hockey's
on.
fun.
I'll take you to a hockey game and you'll like it.
Yeah.
Hockey I would. Soccer I would not.
Soccer is
What's going on,
boring.
everybody?
What's up, Grom? I know. Where is Hope? I'm surprised Hope's not in here yet.
Hope's in the room.
Been stalking me all night.
Hope says my favorite part of hockey are the men. I think that's just like Hot Damn and just like Betty White. They like the men.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? The only good part about, there's a lot of good parts about football. But when you get really good, really close to those football players and you see how tight those pants are, holy mama.
Betty White likes a tight end. I prefer a wide receiver.
I do.
You
I might be old, Sugar, but I ain't dead.
I don't know. I like a tight end too, but I'd rather have a wide receiver. Hey, Ryan.
When I was married, I used to tell my wife all the time, I said, look, women are God's gift to men just like men are God's gift to women. It's his artwork. I'm just checking out his artwork.
True.
Oh, how'd that work for you?
Oh, she didn't like it.
That's why I've got missing teeth, right?
Oh, I learned at a young age. I remember I was probably 10 years old, and we all went to Disneyland, and my brother and his wife were there, and we're standing in line, and my brother looks at me, and he's like, how dark are my sunglasses? I'm like, they're dark. Why? He's like, can you see my eyes? And I was like, no. He's like, good, then I can check out the girls.
Hey, Ryan.
So, do any of you guys have bets on the SEC championship game this weekend?
No, I don't. I don't bet on games. I always lose.
Well, look, bet on this one and bet on Georgia.
Bet on Georgia?
And if you lose, then I'll be happy.
Bet on the
Bulldogs? No, I
Bulldogs?
wouldn't really.
Why would I bet on the Bulldogs?
Hey, said Terry.
Tell him why you wouldn't, Betty.
Let's see.
Well, Georgia's playing LSU this weekend, and of course, my girls graduated from LSU, so I'm an LSU fan all over the place. But LSU is not the best team. Georgia is actually the best team, and I want Georgia to be able to play in the national championship and keep that trophy down here in the SEC, because college football is all about the SEC.
I got
That's
you.
it.
Makes sense. My aunt, when I went to Florida, she had bulldog stuff all over her house.
Yeah.
I was like, you live in
Hope's
Jackson.
team is undefeated so far this year, I think. Am I right, Hope?
Michigan?
Yeah.
Hope likes Michigan.
So is Georgia.
Oh, really?
Georgia's undefeated also. And I think Georgia's actually the better team.
My team is going
But then
to
again,
the
my
finals.
son graduated from Alabama. So when Alabama and LSU play, it's just not a good day in my house.
Ooh, Mike Jones says, I like to see the women's roller derby. So Betty White, you might remember, and Gra, you might too. Remember in the 80s they had those roller derby on TV, but they had to go up that loop-de-loop or whatever, where they had to go up the ramp and come back down. And
Yes.
They do slingshot and the little speed girl and had to go all the way around it to score a point.
Yeah,
right?
remember
And then
that
they
stuff?
hit him in the boob with the elbow.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, it was like fake roller derby, but it was funnier than heck. I used to love watching that.
Well, it's like wrestling. It's like wrestling on wheels. Is
Yeah.
what it's like.
That was fun. Did you ever see that,
Hey,
Drunk
I'll-
Uncle?
Huh?
No. Did you ever watch the fake roller derby shows in the 80s?
Fake roller derby? No, I don't believe so.
It was that you could watch the fake roller derby, and then they had like the American Gladiators. We had some good shows back then.
I used to watch Gladiators, American Gladiators.
I don't know. I was a big
I
wrestling
do
fan as a
remember
kid.
that.
Everybody's quiet.
The lingerie football league. I watched some of that. I always preferred the girls on trampolines.
Lingerie football league.
Right. I prefer
Gra,
the puppy bowl.
Were you a wrestling fan too, Gra? Because I got a
No.
question. You weren't?
Hey, only way back when I was a kid. When I was a kid, and I can't even remember the guys from way back then. You know, I would recognize it, but
Jimmy
Because somebody,
Superfly
I was into wrestling in mostly the very late '80s, early '90s. But I grew up. I did grow up watching because my dad liked it, but I wasn't forming memories then.
yeah, the only time I watched it was back when there was only 3 TV channels, and it was the only thing.
But does any wrestler with the last name Gracie ring a bell? That was either late '70s or early '80s.
Yeah,
Last name Gracie.
not to me.
I remember.
Okay,
May.
because somebody. Go ahead.
Remember that lady May? She was like 80. They brought her back when she was like 60 years old in 2000, and she wrestled. The grannies.
But is somebody
I resemble a granny. Careful there.
somebody
I love
said that they
grannies.
thought one of the Gracies that invented Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu used to be a wrestler in like the late '70s or early '80s, and I just never heard that before. And y'all
Sorry, Mr. Bill.
gotta throw it out there.
I just saw it, Mr. Bill. Sorry, I had the screen rolled down. That was real. Are you talking about that roller derby show was real? I thought that was all fake.
It was kind of. I mean, they had a way of scoring, but I don't know if it was like planned. You know how wrestling is always planned who's going to win, who's going to lose before they even get in the ring. I don't know if roller derby was that way or not. You know.
But they had that they had the Thunderbirds,
Thunderbird, yeah.
and they had
I remember those.
They had like all the team in black were like the bad teams, you know, like the dirty teams.
Yep.
I still remember there's
Eddie, are
one
you
big.
eating pickles?
No, I was eating olives.
Oh, olives. I thought that, but then it looks so big.
That's what she said. No, it's olives. At Costco, it's a Costco olives, Spanish olives, Spanish queen olives, because they say these are healthier for you.
Olives are the worst things to digest. Did you know that?
Yeah, But they're supposed to help you lose weight, I hear. So and I like eating olives.
Oh God, I eat olives all the time, and oh wait, I did just lose some weight. Never mind. Never mind.
The emotion.
Yeah, Mr. Bill. Exactly. Yeah. When they knock him out of the ring,
there you
kind of goes without saying.
Drunk Twisted Style says Royce Gracie. That's who you're talking about.
Really, Royce,
like
with the
Rolls
Gracie.
Royce.
Yeah, I know. Royce.
Royce. With an R. Say it. Come on, Drunk.
Well, tell Southern
a little bit about the Gracie family, and he names most of his kids with the R, but they don't pronounce the R. They pronounce it with an H. Like Roger Gracie is Roger Gracie. Royce Gracie.
And I was thinking of an old guy named Dusty Rhodes or something like that.
Oh yeah.
We're talking about.
I remember that name.
Yeah.
Oh, Royce Gracie.
No, Royce is not hard to say. Why would they want to make it difficult for us?
They're from Brazil.
Southerners have problems with the English language.
Yeah, they're from Brazil.
Them. Okay,
Why do
that.
Brazilian women have such big booties?
Why?
I'm not complaining. Just asking.
I don't know.
Elaine thought it was a joke. Oh, I don't know why.
Well, they damn sure have a good wax job, that's for sure.
Oh, no.
What they do, Ra?
Yes, I agree.
I've never done that, so I don't know.
Yeah, Dusty Rhodes was awesome. Big guy.
How do you women do that? Doesn't that hurts a lot?
I don't want to know. No.
Well, honey, have you ever seen that little place where a baby comes out of?
Yeah.
And you can have it waxed.
I love it. I love it. It looks a lot better that way. I'm just saying that's got to freaking
literally inject cement into their butts, according to Hope. And Hope scares me that you know that.
Oh.
Yeah. Well.
Hope.
That's why they say you don't go down to Mexico and go to a doctor in Mexico.
Yeah, that's where the term hard ass come from.
Trunk, do you like hard ass?
Oh, that hurts. Oh man.
Hopefully they don't sit down before it's dry.
Right.
Yeah. Can I write my name in your butt?
You want to put your footprint in
before
it?
it dries.
Let me put my handprint on there.
Look at my footprint up there.
See,
at least a toe.
And I don't know why people like athletes, like I've had athlete girls standing next to me and they kind of rub up against you and like their butt hits you, but it's like touching metal. It's like, who wants to touch a hard ass like that? No. I like girls with a soft fluffiness to them. That's just me.
I'm going to start gaining weight back.
No, right?
The minute I lose some weight, somebody wants you fluffy. Dadgummit.
I mean, men, we like curves, right? Why have sex with a pencil when you can have sex with a Coke bottle?
Yeah. All right.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Back up the boat.
Coke bottle.
The last time you had sex with a Coke bottle, I don't want to know.
Actually, that's kind of...
I've missed you. We don't get to chat much anymore.
Because he had to change his name.
Yeah, because I got kicked out of Discord. I mean,
that was tacky. That was so tacky of Discord. Just so tacky of them.
And I don't know if it's me. They messed up the music bot, or is it mine bot, just my bot, or is it all of them?
I don't know. I
don't know.
I don't know.
Go in my room and see if there's one in there.
Oh, now we're really in trouble because Hope just showed up.
Hey, Hope.
There's Hope.
Hi.
There's the dirty birdie.
Elaine, say that again, what you just said, but real slow and sexy.
I hope.
No, before you said go in my room.
Go in my room and see if there's one in there.
She got that accent going on.
Did I say that?
Yes, ma'am, you did.
You actually did.
Oh.
X
I wonder
Galaxy
what I
says
was
he
talking
prefers.
about.
A music bot.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I said, go in my room and see if I got one there.
I thought you said
because
music
I don't
box.
know.
I thought you said music box. Like, go in my music box. My brain just went.
No, now you're adding stuff
And
to
I
the
still thinking
story.
about that Coke bottle.
That's what you were hoping she was going to say there, Eddie.
There we go. There we go. Well, I mean, you're not that far. I could. It don't. What's like a 4 or 5 hour drive to where you're at?
Uh-huh.
Not that far. I drove right by your house, and you wouldn't come cook us dinner. I was trying to get you to let me in.
I was so sick.
Were
I
you?
had a horrible cold. I just got over it like Sunday. I had it for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
A head and chest cold, but it.
I will attest to that. She has been sick.
Yeah, so I'm finally feeling better. I still have to go to the or go to X-ray and get a chest X-ray. The doctors wanted one, but I'll do that next week.
You don't need a chest X-ray. Gra will come over and examine your chest for you.
Yeah, Dr. Gra. I'll make house calls.
Hemi says my first bong was named Dustin Bowles after Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Bowl.
Come on, Brownie. Come on. I never named my weed stuff. Come on. I always named my cars. Come on. Like, do you guys know what I call?
First one I smoked out of my I was probably like 15 or something, 15 or 16. This was late 90s, and the guy named it Tommy Two Toke, and I thought he just came up with that name, and then I probably like 10 years later I realized that there was a group called Tommy Two Tone or something. But I thought that was clever whenever he first said it, like, because I thought he just came up with Tommy Two Toke, and it was modified like socket for a socket wrench.
Tommy Two Toke.
Brian says mine is Billy Bong Thornton. You stole that from Half Baked.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, Billy Bong Thornton. Have you ladies seen Half Baked? That's a funny movie. If you've never seen it, you should watch it. And you should watch it high.
I've seen some parts of it, but I've never seen the whole thing.
No. Uh-oh, Donald J. Trump wants some attention now. What do you want, Bombas? Huh? He's like, Dad.
Yeah, they're an hour early. It's not feeding time yet. They're an hour early, so
Yeah,
they're
it's
just
not.
trying to bait you.
They want treats now. That's what they want. Huh.
And now that you said it.
Yeah, look.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do.
Now that
Say
you
it.
said that, Elaine's dogs will be coming up to her wanting them.
Yeah, mine
All
knew
three of
that
them.
one of mine. He knew how to spell it. All I had to do was spell it, and he would like, oh yeah, okay.
I know. Mine know how to spell it too.
Do they?
I have a good question that we need an answer to it. Elaine's
12
dog,
inches.
her puppy is named Brazzy. I wonder how many puppies or how many babies were named after Brian Brazzy through that convoy.
Brian Brazzi. Who's Brian Brazzi? I don't know who that is.
He was the guy
He was
that got
like
up and said, they work for us.
Yeah, he was like the head mouth of the convoy people.
Oh.
Yeah. He was the guy that did all the talking when Chris and the crew went in and talked to Ted.
Cruz and Ron
Ted
Johnson.
Cruz? Yeah.
Yeah, Ron Johnson and Ted Cruz. Yeah.
I gotcha.
Capital.
You know, I haven't seen
People are
much.
still
I'm
bitching about
curious
that.
as to how many people named a puppy or a cat or even a child after Brian Brazzi because they thought he was just so cute. I didn't see that, but some people have different tastes.
Oh,
I
everybody.
didn't think he was all that cute. I just liked him.
Yeah. Everybody has different tastes. I mean, some people think Gra is hot. I mean,
Well, I think Roz
I'm right here. I'm right here.
over here.
Over here.
Bra is hot. Bra is hot. It's not all about looks that makes a man hot. It's about his personality.
I
How
want some
many-
of Gra's
That's true.
hair.
Wonder how many people call their girlfriend Freightliner.
Freightliner. Oh my gosh. No, well, like I was saying
Didn't
last night, Betty, I went to get an MRI, and I the girl first off, I was like, she's okay to look in, I mean, I'm a single guy, I look at every girl. And then all of a sudden she started talking to me, and just the way she spoke to me and the way she was reacting to me, I was like, oh my gosh, this lady's gorgeous. You know?
Yeah.
It's definitely true. It's definitely true.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I think, look, if Grant wasn't so young.
Uh-oh, did my internet freeze?
Cradle robber.
Cradle robber.
We'd have to have a chaperone for him.
Yes. I got to be home by 9. It's not really my curfew. That's just by choice.
Well, I'm getting ready to check out, guys.
All right, hot damn.
I will see you all probably tomorrow.
In the morning.
Next day, yeah. I'm
I'll
sitting
see
here
you in the
waving
morning.
to you, and I'm not even live. Okay, good night, you guys.
Good night. Yeah, we're probably going to be going pretty soon, too.
Good night. Oh.
Night, Blaine.
Good night.
Hope's being awful quiet. I'm kind of worried.
Yeah, what's wrong, Hope?
Well, Hope's going to say something to me about the Michigan and Georgia football situation.
I love you, Betty, but Michigan needs to win.
Well, no, so do you
They
agree?
probably need to, but they're probably not going to.
No, I don't want to play Georgia. But I mean, then again, I didn't think we were going to beat Ohio State. So
yeah.
Well, my radio station owner. Sorry.
Said at the beginning of the season that LSU would have the worst team in the SEC this past season, and of course they tied for the SEC West, but they weren't the worst team. And sadly, they played a crappy game against Texas A&M, and they lost. If they had won that game, they would be in consideration to play in the playoffs for the national championship, but they lost, so they will not. They suck.
See, me and Drunk know nothing of what you're talking about because we don't watch football, really.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I watch a little bit, just not that much.
Well, then I'm not going to discuss pro football with y'all either.
Hey.
I just
well,
I like sports.
So do I. I haven't watched football in a long time. I never was big on football. I'm a big hockey fan. I used to be basketball when the Lakers were good and before they got rid of Shaq. Once Kobe came in.
They said.
Who was from LSU? Let's not forget that.
They said that the Thanksgiving football game was Cowboys and who was it? I forget who they played. But
I forget who they played the other day. I watched it with my stepdad too.
But yeah, they said there was something like over 100 million people watched that game for Thanksgiving, which is like some kind of record that goes all the way back to before something or other. I don't know, but.
Well, it's like a ritual. On Thanksgiving, you're supposed to watch football in Dallas. Yeah. It was always Dallas and Detroit, because that's my stepdad. I'm like, why does Dallas always get the
Yeah, or it was usually Dallas and Washington Redskins.
Yeah.
A lot of the years were. But
I thought it was always the Bears versus the Lions on Thanksgiving.
No, the Bears never really played on Thanksgiving. They just recently played Thanksgiving game.
And if you were watching your local channels back then, it's probably according to where you lived in the country as to what you see,
No, not on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
That is true on Sundays, but on Thanksgiving, special games, and Sunday night, Thursday night, y'all get the same crap.
Oh, that's right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Maybe it's on Christmas, but I thought that the Bears... The Lions, maybe it's not the Bears, but the Lions always played a certain team in like a holiday.
Generally, Drunk, they used to, the Lions used to play on Thanksgiving every year. But within the last, say, 10 years, they've started changing up different teams. The Saints have played Thanksgiving games twice and one Christmas game.
That's a good question, actually. Somebody might Google that and see what team has played the most Thanksgivings in the NFL?
It has to be Dallas.
I would say
probably is.
Yeah, so
team has
it's been a long time.
Well, I thought every year it's always Dallas and Detroit have a game.
I was thinking it was Dallas and Detroit. But then one time I used to think it was like the Cowboys and the Indians, so that would have been Dallas and Washington.
Oh, me and Hope are laughing. Yeah. It says Detroit.
Oh, that's going to get us taken down.
Detroit held its first start up against the Bears in 1934 and has played on the
Get out of
holiday
here.
every year since 1945. So it's Detroit, I think. Detroit has played the most
The
games.
Indians played baseball.
Yeah.
Yes, they're in Cleveland, but
Not
they're not the
anymore.
Indians anymore.
What are they called now? The Crusade?
No, but you said the Cowboys and
Yeah,
the
they're not-
Indians. Cowboys played
Nationals, right?
football.
Washington
Indians play
Nationals.
baseball.
Yeah, the Washington Nationals.
You know
But,
what I mean.
but Cleveland is now called. What is Cleveland called?
No, Cleveland's still the Browns.
No, I'm talking about the baseball team.
Oh, the
Guardians.
The
Indians.
Guardians. They're called the Guardians. There you
And
go.
the
nobody from
Redskins are
Ohio
now
calls
called
them
the
the Guardians.
Commanders.
Yeah.
Washington's now called the Commanders. That's just dumb football names. Where did?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
I don't
my
know why
phone
they
is
gotta
hopping
change it.
around.
Is it? Yeah,
I had
Rod's
to
moving all over the
reboot.
place. One of the so I'm a clamper, and what we do is we build monuments and stuff, and we built a monument for. You have to be 100 years or older for us to build a monument for you. We did one for the Chowchilla High School, and their name was the Chowchilla Indians, and they had just changed their name, so when we built their monument, we still put Chowchilla Indians on there, and it's there forever now until they knocked the building down. They weren't very happy with us. Well, some of the people weren't, but so what? We don't care. We built the monument.
There's a college here in my town,
Uh-huh.
and they're called the Choctaws.
Yeah.
And our high school is called the Arrows. So I'm betting pretty soon those two names are going to have to change because you
Really?
can't be killing Choctaws with arrows.
I wonder when they're going to make Atlanta change to Braves.
Mm. Well, you know, Eddie, there's talk with the Blackhawks and the chief Blackhawk dude, and he said they're not offended by the Blackhawks name, so don't even worry about changing it ever. They'll never complain. So they're the only team safe.
The Redskins weren't offended either, but they changed it anyway.
Yeah.
No, that's dumb. That's dumb, Rob. That's dumb.
You know, yeah.
The Indians were named after the first Sioux baseball player who played for the Indians.
Really?
You know, in honor of him. But yet they changed their name.
Well, we're trying to forget history, remember? We're trying to forget
Well,
history.
but exactly how many people were offended by the name? 12? 18? 6?
Right.
Yeah. See
Very
that they can
few
make a
people are
big
offended,
splash.
but the whole nation has to suffer because a few people are offended.
Yeah,
because of the freaking internet, because they make a big noise.
It's just
You used to be able to like dress up like Chief Wahoo, and now you can't. Like they will
Yeah,
put you in
and you can't. They made them stop doing the tomahawk. You know, the rally cry. You know.
Yeah. Well, the Seminoles still do it, don't they? The Florida State Seminoles?
Yes, for Florida State. Yeah, they still do it.
That's the only reason my mom loved the Florida State Seminoles is because they did that tomahawk all the time.
That's where Deion Sanders went to school, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I know he just got a new head coaching job, didn't
Florida
he?
State. I believe he was Florida State. You know, he's the coach here at Jackson State University.
Yeah, but he
in the
just got
SWAT. Oh,
offered.
you don't know about college football. Never mind. Sorry.
No, it's fine. I just heard he got offered a new job somewhere else though.
Colorado, I believe it is.
Is it Colorado? Okay. Sneaky
Yeah,
Pete says the
I think
Braves
it's
said they'll
Colorado.
never change their name. Drunk Uncle is a big, huge Braves fan. What are you looking at?
Yeah, it's the closest team. But I wonder, like, if this trend continues, are they going to have to change the name of, like, the Boston Celtics? Because it's Irish?
Maybe.
Ooh.
And Notre Dame?
Yeah, that little leprechaun, he's a bitch.
Yeah. So, you know why Notre Dame is called the Fighting Irish, right? Because back in the day,
Because
you
it's
had
a little bitch. Little leprechaun's a bitch.
No, back in the day, you had to be Irish to go to Notre Dame.
Oh.
That's where
I think
they got-
Catholic.
You think what?
I think Catholic too.
Well, yeah.
Well, I think without saying.
Yeah, they're a Catholic school, aren't they?
Well, no, I'm just saying when I think of Irish, I automatically also think Catholic.
Do you? I'm not meaning derogatory at all, but do you think that about Italians? Do you think? I always think Catholic with them.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, I do. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Spanish too. Like if you're from Mexico, I generally assume that you're either Catholic
Yeah,
or
Latinos are generally Catholic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cajun people are mostly Catholic.
Really? Okay.
Yes. Yes, they are.
Well then, all right.
Very much so.
Let's get really racist then. Are all black people Baptists then?
Well, I was raised in a Baptist household.
Were you? What is the difference between Baptist and Christian?
Between what?
Baptist and Christian.
A Baptist is of the Christian denomination.
Yeah, but so why what's the difference though? I mean,
there is no difference. A Baptist is a Christian. My mom was raised in what's called a primitive Baptist home, where they didn't believe in dancing. They believed in women having long hair, and when you went to church, the woman would wash the man's feet and dry it with their hair. It was like really primitive crap.
Wow.
But I quit going to church when I was senior in high school.
Eddie, the difference between Baptist and Southern Baptist is Southern Baptists don't have ushers. We have bouncers.
Man.
Yeah, I thought that there was just too much gossip in the church in an organized religious setting.
Oh,
too much gossip,
everywhere.
too much crap like that, and it's not for me.
Oh, that's everywhere in church. So I was an altar boy. You know what the worst thing I did as an altar boy in Catholic school? I was doing my first Latin mass, and I didn't know Spanish back then, and so I was so nervous because everything was in Latin. And I'm going up to the altar, and I'm short, and I'm putting the Bible up on the altar, during Spanish mass, and I pushed it too far, and it fell and hit the ground. Oh my! It like stopped the church for a second. Everybody's like, thought I was gonna die and burn in hell. Had to go to confession, tell Father Fitzgerald. Catholic school was fun though. It got quiet now.
Ooh.
It was funny, but I was drinking Dr. Pepper, so I couldn't laugh.
That makes the Southern Baptist strict. Yeah, that's true. Actually, the church I go to is non-denominational. So, yeah, you want to talk about gossip? Woo!
Oh yeah, that's all. That's all.
Well, when I got married, that's who I used was in New Orleans was a non-denominational preacher, and when my daughter got married in New Orleans, we used a non-denominational preacher or a preacherette. She was a black woman, and they had a fabulous service, but I just didn't want the Baptist preacher coming in there with hell and fire and all that kind of stuff at a wedding.
Right. So I got a question for you about New Orleans and Betty. When I was exalted ruler of the Elks, and when you're exalted ruler, you have to go to the national convention, and ours was in Reno, and the next year it was in New Orleans. And so when you're not exalted ruler, you have to pay your own way. And so I told my wife, I'm like, just find the cheapest place we can stay, because the Marriott was like $220 a night. So we stayed at this place called St. Vincent's Guest House. Do you? Yes. It's in the Garden District. And, yes. And so she's like, look how cool it is, and we started having some weird dreams and stuff like that. And they said it used to be an orphanage for kids. And then we're walking around the property and we see this big sign. It wasn't an orphanage. It was a mental institute for people. It was an insane asylum.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's New Orleans. A lot of us are insane.
And they let you leave, Eddie. You like that?
Yeah, they let me leave. But so you know where that St. Vincent's Guest House is?
I have been by it. I could get you back there.
Yeah.
If somebody said go to such and such street, I could get you there. I lived in New Orleans for 17 years.
Oh wow.
I lived there 10 years prior to Hurricane Katrina. Excuse me. And I lived up Esplanade Ridge. Out by City Park. And then after Katrina, when I went back, I lived in the quarter.
Oh, right on. It was always cool.
I lived on,
they still have the...
I lived on Burgundy Street, And please pronounce it correctly. It is Burgundy. It is not Burgundy.
Burgundy Street. Okay. So
yes, Burgundy. Because if you say Burgundy, the taxi driver is going to ride you around for an hour and say, "Can't find a Burgundy Street."
There you go. So did you ever drink at the Carousel bar?
I have.
And then a couple blocks down, there's another bar where you go, and when you sit at the bar, there is they actually have like it's horses' asses as the stools. I'm trying to think of the name of that bar.
I have not been in that bar. I actually worked at the Marriott, the one there on Canal Street.
Really, that's where we had our convention at. I was there in 2014. Well, we didn't have the convention there, but that's where most of the people stayed. And right across the street, across the alley from it, there was it was called the Lizard something
There's
restaurant.
a courthouse.
There's a courthouse.
Out the back door of the Marriott, across the street on Iberville Street, is a whorehouse.
Oh, really? Interesting. I didn't know
Wait,
that.
wait a second. I'll get a pencil.
Where? Writing it down. No, but it was a restaurant called the Lizard something, and we went in there, and you could have all you could drink Bloody Marys. And then the first time we ate there, she's like, "Would you like a to-go cup?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "A to-go cup for your Bloody Mary." So we had breakfast there every day, drinking Bloody Marys.
Any place you can get a go cup.
Yeah, well, being from California, we're not used to that, so yeah.
Before Katrina, I worked on Bourbon Street at a club called Crazy Corner. And that's where it was discovered that I actually had cleavage.
Really?
Yes. I was in my 50s, but I could hold my own with all of those young girls in their 20s as far as making tips.
Yeah.
Indeed, I could.
Well, there you go.
I bet Betty has have you done a shimmy shot before?
No.
Okay. You know what a shimmy shot is.
When I worked there and leaning over the bar, sometimes you got to see more than what you wanted to see, I guess.
Okay. I just wondered. In the movie The Cowboy Way, Woody Harrelson did a shimmy shot with what's her name, right? Where he put the shot glass right in her cleavage and licked her neck and throw salt on it, right?
We had a test tube that we used for the shots.
Oh, I remember those test tubes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're $10 a shot, and you can the person, the server, the bartender, or the server who sells the shot has to buy them for $2 a shot, and then you turn around and sell them for $10 a shot. I made a lot of money doing shots.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Let's see. When I go to the bar, I always sit at the bar, but I look for where the ice is or where the beer cooler is, because the girls always have to bend over for the ice or the beer,
Yeah.
So that's why you always sit right there in front of it, and they're like talking to you, so you have to look at them when they're talking to you, and you're like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?"
Robot.
Oh yeah.
You're
roboting. He's roboting.
Oh, am I still roboting?
You're back.
I'm back. Okay.
Well, my thought, you were sitting close to the beer cooler and the ice was so when they opened the door, you could get cooled off. But then I'm also thinking that you're thinking when they bend over to get the ice, you're going to see their boobs.
Yes, that's exactly why I sat there. That was the best spot in the house. Yeah. And then that time we were in New Orleans, we're at this bar. It was featured on what's that show? Bar Rescue or whatever. And they had a barber's chair. And so there was this girl with just extremely huge breasts. And she did the barber chair shot. It's like $20 or whatever, and you do a shot, and then she totally worked it. And my wife's like, "I'm going to get one of those." And I was like, "But I can't get one. You can't get one." So I'm getting all pissed off at my wife because she's ordering this barber chair shot. And then she's like, "Stop being grumpy, asshole. I got it for you." And I was like, so I'm sitting in this chair, and so what the girl does is she folds the barber chair down. She takes her boobs and just drops them right on your head, and then shakes your head around, and it was a whole thing. It was fun.
Yeah, I didn't have that much to entertain people with on the chest, but I did my fair share.
Hey, we love all sizes, right, Gra and Drunk? Don't you guys love all sizes of breasts? We love all women.
Yeah.
I'm the kind of guy where when I'm dating a bigger girl, I like looking at the thin girls. When I'm dating a thin girl, I'm checking out the bigger girls. It's like always back and forth. Grass is greener. Oh, it's raining hard now. But right now it's been so long, I'll take any girl. Ask Graw. You should have seen what I tried to take home to his house.
Uh-oh.
He would still be here, I guarantee it.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Graw took me to a biker bar when I was at his house.
We saw the video of that. You have to show that again another time because I think that was fun.
It was fun. Graw's walking around being Mr. Cameraman, videotaping everybody, and me and Donnie are just sitting there at the pool table while the girls walk up. That's the best thing about Donnie. All the girls want to pet him. Remember that one girl? Well, I guess I'll still pet him with his name, Donald.
Some of the girls, you walk up to them with the camera, and they grab you and start hugging you or dancing in front of the camera, Yeah. And then some of them put their hand up in the camera. No, don't kid me, So I just get a picture of their butt as she walks away.
There you
okay,
go.
I won't.
Graw just has fun.
Speaking of Donnie, excuse me, we have 10 new lab puppies.
Yeah, 10 new lab puppies? Ooh.
Yes, they're 3 weeks old.
Yeah, we're on Discord.
Y'all want a puppy? Anybody want to buy a puppy?
I have 3 dogs already. No more for me right now.
Well, there are 3 dogs living in that house, and now there are 13.
Now they're 13, yeah. Donnie's
the dad is a charcoal lab, and the mom is a silver lab.
Really?
And they had 5 champagne, 2 silver, and 3 charcoal puppies.
Wow, Labrador is one of my favorite dogs. One of my favorite dogs.
Yeah. Aren't you ready for another puppy yet, Graw?
No, not really.
Whatever happened to that one dog you were gonna get after Peyton passed?
One of the beagles. I decided against that too.
Oh yeah, I gotcha. You should get a cat.
Yeah.
Get a cat.
No, I got.
Ooh, I have 2 cats. Do you want one of them?
No, I got plenty of neighborhood cats that take care of the place.
Betty White, did you see what X Galaxy is asking you?
Mine were stray cats that nobody wanted them. I took them to the vet to have them spayed and neutered and then put them up for adoption. And the lady at the animal control said, nobody's going to adopt this little kitten because she's just not a pretty kitten. And they'll just euthanize her. And I said, nope. So I brought her home with me.
Those are the best ones. I've been saying that the link to the Discord is expired.
Yeah,
it's probably
because we're not in the live show Discord chat. We're in the live show private Discord chat.
Okay.
Let me copy it. Here we go. It should work now. This one should work to come to this one. There we go.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because this is normally the one that I have marked private, so only Drunk Uncle and I and Grok can come in for the show, so we don't have crazy people coming in. Like I don't see him. Grok, did you finally piss him off? Did you piss that guy off?
Who?
I'm not gonna say any names, but remember one time we were all talking and this person came in the room and you said, "All right, now, anything you hear, if I hear you talking about it somewhere else," do you remember that now? I won't say.
Yeah, I know who.
I haven't seen
I know
that
exactly
person.
who that was.
I haven't seen that person in a long time.
Yeah, I
Why
have.
does Drunk Uncle look so bored?
Are you bored, Drunk? Are we boring you?
Yes.
It's.
Pardon me?
It's 11:30 where he is.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's at work tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
No, he's off tomorrow, I think. Aren't you off tomorrow?
You off on Friday?
No. Hell no.
Oh, wait, today's Thursday?
Yeah, not on Friday.
I might have to try to start leaving work early on Friday because Coach wants to bring in a new jiu-jitsu guy that can only do Fridays.
What's up?
We'll see what
Ivan?
happens.
We got Ivan's in the house now. We finally got him the right clicker.
Hey, your microphone working?
Of course it is. I can hear you.
Of course it is, Graw. Why are you asking that kind of shit? Don't you know?
Oh, the microphone's working. He goes, yeah, I can hear you.
Freaking dude, Donnie's taking the girl's spot. Look, He just. Oh, that's why. Because Panda went on the bed, huh, Panda Bear? What's going on,
Are
Ivan?
we allowed to talk about politics here or no?
You can talk about whatever the fuck you want here.
Okay, so my question is, I think that's like Kanye, that's Kanye West and the neo-Nazis are setting Trump up for failure. And Milo Minneapolis, that's like 2 years ago, he said that's like he will burn the Republican Party to the ground, and I think he's doing it.
You know,
Who said that? Kanye West said that?
No. He was saying Milo Yiannopoulos. I don't even know how to say his last name. Milo.
Oh, I remember him.
Minneapolis, yes. That's the gay guy that like supported Trump for that's like all the way until he's president.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yes, yeah. Thank you.
He's the one that went to Berkeley, and everybody at Berkeley freaking started rioting and stuff because he was there. Him and Ben Shapiro. Yeah.
I think that this set Trump up. I think it was a plan, and they're still doing it. That's like this set team pull up. That's like this set that's like Alex Jones now. I mean, that's three scenarios back to back to back.
Well, didn't you say that earlier tonight? You were thinking that a little bit. Was that you that said that?
Yeah, I think it's definitely an odd scenario, but I don't know if it's necessarily to go. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's to go after Trump, but I can definitely see where you're coming from there. I think Kanye is just out of his fucking mind and is hanging around.
I think you're wrong. I think I think that he's actually. That's like, bro. He's a millionaire, bro. That's like he. I'm sure that that's like with the right connections with the right people. That's like he actually planned to dismantle the fucking Republican Party, dude. And I think it's working so far.
Well,
that's like I'm not even gonna lie. That's like I voted for Trump twice. That's like I've been his loyal supporter since his presidency, and now that's like I'm trying. That's like I'm starting to regret my opinion about his presidency. You know,
it's
working on the public.
Yeah,
I don't think it's a far-fetched idea by any means. I'll give you.
Undated thinks the same way that I do, and let me put it this way: if this is something you and Drunk know of or think might be happening, don't you think that some of Trump's people might be watching for this same shit and may be aware of it also? You know, I mean, if it's prevalent enough to where we know about it, I would think that it's probably crossed his mind or some of his loyal people.
But I think President Trump is so, I don't care that he didn't care. They probably warned him, And he's like, fuck it, I don't care. Yeah. I'm fucking President Trump. Who cares? You know what I mean?
I think he's probably like me and you right now. I don't trust nobody until they prove they're trustworthy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that's the way he's thinking now.
Hemi Ram is saying
that's like Eddie
is right.
That's like Eddie. Do you know Salty Cracker, right?
I know who he is. I haven't watched him in a while, but yes, I know who he is.
Okay. That's like I used to be part of his Discord and shit, and that's like in the past. That's like 2 or 3 days. That's like I'm also that's like I'm out on YouTube and Discord. That's like for like many communities. And dude, that's like anti-Semitism. That's like on Discord. That's like blew up. But that's like me and Salty Armor. That's like Salty Army. That's like we banned it probably. That's like at least like I don't know,
a ton of people.
That's like 300-400 people. That's like in the past 2 days. This of anti-Semitism.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, there's definitely something to it. I think so. I don't think they're just trying to do it to President Trump. They're trying to do it to all of us. That's what they did in the last elections. Yes. Oh, we're all white supremacists, right? Now that they're throwing Kanye in there and saying this stuff, and then putting Nick Fuentes in there with it. They're like, oh yeah, they're all white supremacists. It's definitely
It's 3 days. That's like 3 occasions in a row now. That's like it's not coincidence at this point. You know that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I hope it's not, but I think it definitely is. Right. Mega Millions.
I mean, Tim Pool. That's like Tim Pool. That's like he's a neutral. That's like he's not a right winger or like a liberal, and he was the easiest target for them. That's exactly what it did. That's how this whole thing blew up.
Mm-hmm. Well, how do you think you got through Alex Jones?
They did. Tim said today that like went through the process of how they bring on their guests and stuff like that. You have to set up accommodations for them, hotels, a B&B, whatever. That Kanye and his people, like, they knew they asked for a flight like right back. And Tim was like, that's not possible, I guess, through regular airlines. It just wasn't in the card. So he's like, okay, so we'll stay till the next morning. He's like, okay, so I will reserve, I'm going to set up accommodations for you, yada, yada, yada. He said that they never confirmed their accommodations. So they never even showed up to the hotel with their bags to like drop them off or anything. They got a private flight within 30 minutes and the paparazzi was already there.
Yep. Oh, well, no, that was not 30 minutes. That's it was 2 hours. That's what they're saying.
Well, last night he said it was 30 minutes. Tonight he said it was 2 hours. So.
Oh, guess what? Did you know that that's like Tim Pool? That's the whole show. That's like actually paid him to come up there. That's like Tim actually lost money.
Well, yeah. I think Tim pays all of his guests to be on a show, like Steven Crowder.
Yeah, I think you're
right.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. He does. Yeah. That's like they literally walked out. That's like 26 minutes later, and saying that's like, I got what I wanted.
Yeah, he got his paycheck. Yeah. Like I think they all do. Like Joe Rogan, they gotta pay. Joe Rogan's got to pay the people to come on his show. They have to.
Why would Joe Rogan need to pay anybody?
It's part of how it's just how it works.
When Joe Rogan had Alex Jones on there, they was laughing about it, you know, and they was talking about what he paid. Now it's like Alex says, "You don't pay shit, but I'd be on your show even if you didn't pay."
So yeah, so they pay. I'm sure they pay for their transportation. They give them a little bit of money for being on the show. It's business.
Yeah, there's accommodations, but I don't necessarily think that they put money in their pockets.
Oh, I think they do, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but it's not big money. I mean, you know, years ago it was like $750. Yeah. You know what I mean, for a 1 hour show.
Okay, well, so do you think the people that go on the Tonight Show and the Late Show, do you think they not get paid to go on that show drunk? Yeah, they're promoting their show, but they get paid.
I think they're on there to get paid by the way of their promote their book, their movie, whatever the fuck.
They get paid by the Late Show too. You get a fee for being on the show, appearance fee. It's Hollywood. There's unions. They have to pay you.
Exactly. I think there's a standard union pay, and then they can probably sweeten the pie if they want to. The bigger of Hollywood star you are or whatever, then probably a few more bucks.
Right.
Who knows?
I really don't give a shit either way, but I just generally assume that you generally came on to those shows when you were in the news, so there was something that you wanted to promote, which in the end would get more people drawn to you, hence more money in your pocket. You know, you sell more books, more people go to see your movie, whatever, listen to your song.
Let's see, does Joe Rogan's podcast guest gets paid? No, the guests don't get paid on Joe Rogan. Interesting.
Really?
Yeah. I think certain people probably do. However, Joe does sometimes provide accommodations, including flights and hotel. The real payment to JRE podcast guests come in the form of reaching his audience. Okay. Tonight Show, then. Let's see. The Tonight Show probably does. I hate being wrong. The Tonight Show, let's see, does Tonight Show...
But Tim Pool said today that he doesn't pay his guests.
Really?
Yeah. He said his...
Really?
he said that his guests owe nothing to him. That he's just a guy that likes to complain on the internet, and who knows? I don't know. Like I said, I don't care either way. I mean, make that money if you can. Somebody wants to pay me to come on.
I mean, guess what? That's what I want him to do. That's like he tries to be nice.
Yeah. Did you guys see the video of Nancy Pelosi getting arrested? I would have heard about that if Nancy Pelosi got arrested. I don't think Nancy Pelosi got arrested.
Yeah.
I don't know. That would be all over the news right now. And why would she get arrested?
Did you ever watch the Pelosi video I sent you? The one I wanted you to put on the show?
Oh, you know what? No, I haven't.
Oh my God. Let's put it on there, then you can decide whether or not you'll have to take this show down afterwards. It's pretty freaking good. I think it's on. I sent it to you in a text.
You sent it to me in a text?
I think so.
Let's see. It's on. Is it a YouTube one?
I think it's YouTube, yeah.
Oh, no.
I remember right.
Oops, I can't play that one. Let's see. Where is it? It's not in the text. Wait. There's Let's Just Ride. No, you didn't send it to me.
Hope sent it to me.
Hope sent it to you?
Oh, I did. Yeah,
that's like Eddie.
Yes.
That's like, do you know the Discord is targeting you, right?
Discord is what?
That's like Eddie. Discord is. That's like Discord and YouTube and Google are targeting you.
They're targeting me.
Hell, they're targeting everybody. They took mine down.
Why? What are
we have to just keep on going like we don't. We have to keep going like we don't give a fuck if they target us or not, because that's all they've been doing.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Well, I know YouTube.
Fuck YouTube. Fuck
me.
Discord.
Why do you say Discord?
That's why.
Why are you scared, Ivan? Are you scared of him?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not scared.
Okay. I understand you want to give fair warning to everybody, but you know what? Fuck them.
Well, why do you think Discord is targeting me? I know YouTube's censoring me. What is? Are you
bro,
saying
can I please talk to Eddie?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know.
That's because that's like YouTube and Reddit and Discord work together, and that's like as soon as the Trump that's like Trump won this.
We're cutting out. I don't know if that's my service or not, because it's raining pretty hard here. Sneaky Pete says, "What conservative aren't they targeting?"
He's cutting out here too.
Okay, so it's not just me. We're not cutting you out, Ivan. It's, you know why? Because he's talking bad about Discord now. Discord's cutting him out.
Oh yeah, they're probably targeting him.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not being a jokester about it. I mean, seriously, they probably heard him.
No,
saying,
I'm not either. But God, if you just now realizing that we're being targeted, you're a little late to the show.
Well, Ivan's new. I think I've seen Ivan before. This is his first time on the show.
I hate to be just snidey about it, but
that's you,
I was
Gra.
like, yeah, that's me. I'm a Captain Obvious. No. Tell me something I don't fucking know.
Gra is a straight shooter. You know where you are with Gra at all times, because if Gra doesn't fucking like you,
if I said something wrong, I apologize.
No, you didn't say nothing wrong. I was being cocky about it. And Eddie's right. You're new. You don't know where we're at on the plane, where we're at in this everything. So that's my bad. Totally on me. No. My apologies, sincerely, honestly.
That's like, bro, that's like, I used to add. That's like, bro, that's like, I was watching. I was watching Eddie. That's like into.
Oh, you're cutting out bad.
Yeah. Me and Grawl had to be separated at birth. Yeah.
That's like, brother. I was watching Eddie. That's like in 2000. That's like 16 election.
Oh, nice.
I was,
Okay.
dude. I was.
Right on. Oh, Anna says we're spinning now. It's probably all this rain and stuff. It's probably actually time to go anyways. We've been off for almost 3 hours now.
You're good here. Yeah, and them dogs are going to be coming up on you here in about 14 minutes.
Yeah, Donald J. Trump is just waiting for me to go feed him. And it's getting cold. Damn door is open.
Yeah, and Ivan, I didn't mean to jump at you, man.
No.
No, bro. That's like, I was actually, that's like here when.
Oh yeah, it keeps cutting
he's
in and
breaking.
out. Yeah,
he's breaking up again.
Yeah, sorry. Hey, Ivan.
Before we get out of here, give me about 30 seconds, Eddie.
30 seconds. Okay. You got it.
30 seconds of a goodbye and everything.
Sure.
We had the real deal is, this is my opinion. Discord, YouTube, whoever else, fuck you. This is my opinion. It's up to us now. Our government ain't going to do shit. They keep telling us they're going to do something. You know, they get on the microphone. We're looking at this, and we're going to put a committee together, and we're going to investigate this and investigate that, and they don't do a fucking thing. They don't do nothing. They don't do anything they say they're going to do. Now, the Rhino Republicans do the same thing. Democrats lie to our face, right? Republicans tell us they're going to do something, and they don't do nothing. And that's a lie in itself.
Oh, yeah.
Until they start showing me that they're going to do something, like Trump. Trump said, he told us what he was going to do. He came in, not only did he do that, he did other shit that he didn't even have to do. He didn't even tell us.
That's why they don't like him. That's why we don't need politicians in there anymore. That's the problem. They're all politicians.
Yeah. Now,
I love his agenda and like I love his success, but that's like the people that he's meeting right now is going to ruin his presidency. If you guys like it or not, just yeah, that's what people are going to think.
They ruined it last time. They ruined it last time. They didn't do it damn
and they're going to do it again, even worse.
Yeah. Well,
you know, just that. Letterman asked him if he ever thought about running for president. He goes, "If I do, there's going to be a lot of mad people." So he kind of knew what he was.
He was a Democrat. He was a Democrat.
Yeah, and
literally
he run as a Republican.
He knew that there was a swamp. He just didn't realize that the swamp was so damn deep, and it was on both sides of the aisle.
Yeah, I hope you're not too sick there, Excality. Right on, guys.
But
all right.
anyway,
yeah, well, we're going to end it on that note. Thank you guys for being here. Ivan, you're welcome anytime. Betty White, you're welcome anytime. We're going to get going.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I got to go feed these guys, and I got to feed myself. My stomach's growling. So.
Betty, whether asleep or she was in the tub in the bubble bath.
Ooh, were you in the bubble bath with those boobies?
See, Eddie, I thought you were leaving.
You mentioned bubble bath and a
If
woman.
anybody if anybody wants to carry on, we can join the general chat on Discord, maybe.
Yeah, you guys can do that, of course. It's called just the general Discord chat. People can go in there and talk. It's all open.
Yep.
Or you guys can stay in here. I just got to get going because I got to feed my dogs. So.
Oh, it's up to you, man.
Yeah.
That's
Good night. I'm going to leave and go get in the bed and go to sleep. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for letting me join you.
Of course.
Thanks for everybody hanging out. Thanks, everyone.
All right. Drunk Uncle, you want to say goodbye to everybody real quick?
Bye.
Bye.